Yes, sir. All right, here we go. Back again. Back with another one. Dang, it's already Friday too, man. Wow. Friday night. Ain't got much going on now. Took care of business earlier, so now I'm chilling. All right, let's talk. Let's talk. I know I got a lot of stuff on the screen here, but I'm not going to talk about everything. Well, I'm gonna touch on a little bit of everything, but we're not gonna spend too much time here. There's some big topics here, as you can see in the title, Flyweight Fair. I call it the Flyweight Fair because it's like everybody's trying to come out. You know, some people need to come to 125, but we got some more fighters talking about coming to 125. And that's what we're going to talk about. Already got Marcus Bell in the building. Always the man. Marcus the man. Mr. Bell. So, yeah. Let's see. We got about 5-6 people in here. And we'll get started here in a minute. Just got to pull some things up here. Pull some points up here that I want to discuss. All right. So, Marcus, we're going to start with Claudia. So let's stick on the Claudia topic first. And we ain't gonna spend too much time on it. We just want to get that out of the way. In case, some people don't know yet. I saw that too, man. I saw it on whatchamacallit, MMA news or something like that. MMA fighting. The one that gives me notifications. I was like, oh, finally, huh? Yeah. So yeah, those are the top things we're gonna talk about first. We're gonna talk Claudia real quick, and then we're gonna talk about these missed weights. Cause I'm pissed. I'm pissed now, man. I'm pissed. Fighters out here missing weight again. I mean, I'm gonna give Macy a minor pass. I mean, because it is a short notice fight, but come on, man. Like, we gave her the easy weight, featherweight. And I say easy because she was saying I had no problem making 135, so 145 should be no problem, right? So I don't know. But yeah, let's get into it, y'all. So a few things to talk about. Let's see. Claudia, these weight misses. Want to talk about 125 again because we got Miesha Tate talking about 125. I don't know if you saw that, Marcus. Miesha Tate wants a little bit of 125 since her friend is champion. So here it goes. That friendship is standing her way with a bantamweight belt, right? It might be standing in her way. Then you got, let's see, we'll touch on INVICTA a little bit. Aaron and Casey comparisons here. Who looks a little bit more promising. And should we talk Carla Marina just a little bit? Who gets the title shot? Yeah. And Joanna. I want to see what Joanna wants to do. Joanna at 125. That sounds interesting, man. But yeah, Marcus talking about going to 125. So we'll see. But yeah, man, Claudia Gadelia, she's done. She's decided to hang it up. She sent in her notice, as you will, if you will, to the UFC. She's notified them that she's done. She's hanging it up. And it's been a while since she's been in the octagon. It's been a while since she's been in fighting shape. Let's be honest. Last fight was back in 2020 of November. It's been a year, and she didn't look her best against Yan Xiaonan. Yan Xiaonan defeated her by unanimous decision, and before that, she was already kind of on the downslide. She wasn't really improving as a fighter. She had some gift decisions, if you will. She's just really hasn't been stepping it up like she used to. You know what I mean? So Claudia Gadelia is doing the right thing. I mean, as of right now, what is it? What do they have her ranked at? She's number 8, right? Because I mean, she's the one fighter that we've always been talking about, like number 7. She's number 7, former number 7 now. A lot of people have been asking me like, "What's up with Carla? When's she coming back?" I'm like, "I don't know. She ain't said nothing about fighting on her IG in years. It almost seems like a years, but she ain't talked about fighting. She ain't been talking about fighting in months. She posts up a lot of training. She posts up a lot of training videos, just like regular workout things and photographs and stuff like that. But she won't really mention fighting anymore. Like I knew something was up. It was either injury or something telling us that she's not going to be in the game anymore. That it it's on it's on the horizon. She's about to walk away. High five, what's going on? Two Beats, what's up? He said, how long been on? Just like 5 minutes. Yeah, literally like 6 minutes. So yeah, Claudia, all signs point to retirement for her. You know what I mean? Like all signs point to retirement. She's a fighter that hasn't been improving, and this is one of the times, like I said, like if you go back and listen to my past videos, like in no way am I ever like bashing Claudia. Like I was never bashing her. I was never disrespectful. I was just telling you the truth that I didn't see anything. Um, I didn't see any like spark in her. Like I didn't see anything spark. I didn't see any improvements. I didn't see any like fire in her anymore. Like every time I talked about her, I said, hey, she hasn't changed or she's got worse, you know? And granted, something might have happened, like, these concussions. I think she might have faced a bad concussion, might have been a big issue. So I kind of factored that into, I said, it might be about time because she hasn't fought at a high level in a long time. She's only had one title shot. And after, did she have two or one or two? One or two against Joanna. And she just didn't rise to the occasion in the second fight. Like when I saw how she performed in that second fight with Joanna years ago, that told me a lot about her even back then. Like I really don't see her like showing a good IQ or really performing to a level that we think she could reach, or even like her fans think she could reach. Like Claudia never utilized an IQ. Not only is her gas tank bad, but yeah, like the IQ is not good. And that's the thing. Like if she had an IQ, I think she could compensate for the gas tank, kind of like Amanda Nunes, right? Amanda doesn't have the best gas tank, but she made it work for her because she was smart. Sometimes Claudia just didn't put it together. She never put it together and said, okay, this is what I need to work on. So many things that she lacked. She had a great ground game, but other than that, no commitment to striking, no commitment to her strength, like using it in a smart way. So it was just a matter of time. Just a matter of time. So shout out to Claudia. I mean, she did what she could do. She's leaving the game, 7-5, I want to say. She's fought everybody from Joanna twice, Angela Hill, Courtney Casey, Brandon Marcos, Carolina, who she defeated. But the one fight I think we all remember her for, yeah, two beats, Macy Miss Weight. Yeah, the one fight we all remember her for, the one fight that really did damage, that I think changed her, Jessica Andrade. Good Lord, man. I picked Claudia to win that fight, but when I saw it go down, I was like, what is Claudia doing in there? We did a round by round for that on my channel. Hang on one second. Claudia, man. Man, I'm glad I didn't put money on that because I was like, Claudia has got, she had, I think she had the stand up in that Just Gone Drive fight, but she just did not utilize it. She wanted to go to the ground and try to go muscle for muscle, strength for strength with Andrade. And I mean, she got pulverized. She started off nice in that first round, and by the end of the first round, I thought she was about to get stopped, man. I was like, yo, by the end of the third, Claudia was just like a different person, man. Like a totally different fighter. Totally different fighter. So that was the one fight I could say that probably changed her and probably did something to her. And you never even really seen like the Claudia before that anymore. Like, like the Claudia before that wasn't like great, but she still had some type of, me motivation and like some type of momentum. But after that, Andrade, I think, took something from her. And that showed me that night that she just had no IQ, just no IQ. So yeah, shout out to Claudia, man. Let's see, she retiring at 18-5, 33 years old. Yan Xiaonan was her last fight that she got defeated. Before that, she lost to Angela Hill, in my opinion, but she got the decision. She defeated Randa, Carla, Carolina, Courtney, Aguilar. So yeah, she had a nice little run. You know what I mean? She just never really took it and ran with it, if you know what I mean, right? So yeah, it is what it is, though, man. It is what it is. But let's jump to fight night, man. I'm a little disappointed. Oh man, I think I know why now. Like somebody was it Straya? Straya's always asking me why I forget about Sarge. Well, this is a good reason why. I think this is why. Straya is always asking me, why are you forgetting about Sarge when I mention my triple threat or like my quadruple threat? Well, this is a perfect example. This is a perfect example. Sajar Eubank. Sajar Eubank. What does he say? I want all the smoke. I want Macy. I want JoJo. I want Jessica I. I want to get a title shot. She said everything, right? I'm brand new. She destroyed Elise Reed, a fighter, that probably shouldn't have been in there with her. She was like, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. What happens? Okay. You get Melissa Gatto, nice up and coming fighter. Go out there, prove something. And this is what I said. What did I tell y'all, man? What I tell y'all? Like, this fight ain't the test itself. The test is going to be Sarge making weight. And it already happened. Missed weight. How much did I say? I done posted it up here. Hold on. Check my community. 127.5, right? So Sarge weighs in 127.5. Melissa Gatto makes 125. So shout out to Melissa. This is kind of swaying my pick now, y'all. I know experience might come into play. And now that Sarge is coming in a little, she definitely gonna come in overweight, but she missed weight here. Kind of swaying my pick now because I'm looking at the picture too. Like Sarge really looks like she struggled to make weight. Look like she struggled to make this weight. Yeah, Stray, I'm telling you, man. Yeah, you always hit me up saying, I'm forgetting Sarge. That's why. It was just instinct. You know what I mean? Like if a fighter really gets me, and you know me, Stray, you know my channel by now. When I'm talking about Aaron, I'm feeling her. Talking about Taylor, I'm feeling them. I'm not gonna miss them because they got something I'm looking at. But Sarge, this is why. This is why. Ever since 2018, when she was supposed to fight, who was she supposed to fight? Dang, who was she supposed to fight? And she came up and missed weight. I was like, come on now. Come on. Even back then, I was like that. That's why I kind of like pushed it to the side. I said, okay, we should go to 135. Maybe she'll do something. Nope. Now she talented. Don't get me wrong, but We're not talking about her skill and her talent. We're talking about her discipline. Talking about that discipline right here. And your discipline. I mean, if you can't get that right, then there's really nothing for you. Because now, what's this look like? You missed weight. Yeah, so yeah, Ernest, she missed weight for the Tough House. I can't remember who the fight was, and I wanted to see it. I was just like, come on. BJ, he said, this is why we forgot about Sarge. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is why we always forget. This is why we forget. Because of this. She did it one time, back in July. Felt good. But then I was like, I don't know. We'll see. If you do it once or two times, then maybe we'll say you ready. If you can make weight once or twice, okay. Third time's a charm though. But you already missed it. With that being said, not because I'm disappointed, but I gotta kind of lean towards Melissa Gatto here because she looks good. Like she's on weight. And she looks pissed too that her opponent's trying to come in and, stick her now because look, she coming in overweight. Hold on, let me read some of these comments here. Two Beast said, my respect for Macy just vanished. So she refused to fight someone who missed weight against her. Yeah, I know, right? I'm gonna get to that though. I'm gonna get to that. Where happily goes in and fights someone else with the weight cut. Yeah. I'm gonna talk about that. Lolita said Claudia was full of ego. Claudia threw shade at Andrade. I don't know why she threw shade at her for steroid use. And I mean, well, yeah, come on. I'm not even gonna go there now. Like, I'm not even go there with because I mean, you can't say she does when Yeah, 149. Yeah, Ernest is Sarge got to go. He ain't putting up with it. Let's see. Lolita said she wouldn't fight Aspen Laffer being overweight. Nope. Marcus said it's a bad look when your opponent that's bantamweight who makes 145 compared to you who's a featherweight who misses the weight. I know. Like Roxy's the bantamweight, but she did it. I don't know. Yeah, she's not over it, Australia. Ulysses, what's up? He said rooting for Melissa Gatto. Yeah. Yeah, Sarge is very inconsistent. I mean, she's good. Daniel said the extra weight might help her with the grappling. Yeah, I think that's her point. Yeah, you know what? I think that is probably her thing, but that junk ain't gonna help in the future. She's gonna be losing purses. Yeah, make sure y'all hit the like button too. Let's see. BJ said Manon, Montana, Maya, and the other big flyweights can make it. Sarge can't. Yeah, because Manon's big, man. Like Manon look like a bantamweight, but she's making it. You know what I mean? And Macy's not exactly small either. Macy Barber's not small, but she makes 125. How you successfully make 135? Refuse to fight someone 2 pounds over, then you come 3 pounds over in a class. Yeah, and that weight is supposed to be for her. That weight is supposed to be for her. But yeah, Sarge messed up already. 2 pounds, she couldn't shed it. And I'm honestly kind of leaning towards Melissa now. I mean, I'll understand if this is kind of like a iffy one here because Melissa, I did go back and look at some of Melissa's footage, and she's very when she's on the ground, she has a lot of resistance. Like she's very hard to hold. Even in the clinch, she's very strong. Now I know Sarge might be using this to her advantage, but if she comes in a little depleted from trying to make the weight, she might have some problems in here. And I think Melissa Gatto's striking is better. It's just I'm not sure if she has the experience to really, really outclass Sarge, but we'll see. Gatto might have a better gas tank, but the experience comes into play. But I don't know, man. Melissa Gatto's gas tank might keep her pumping in this fight. If she can take Sarge into deep waters, and that's the thing we can't forget. Sarge has the experience, but if Gatto is slick enough, she could take this fight to 3 rounds and make it hers with her hands. So a fight that I was feeling was more 70-30, 60-40 for Sarge. I'm down to 50-50 now. Maybe even a little favor for Gatto. And I'm not saying it because I'm mad at Sarge, because I'm not. I'm just disappointed that she's messing up already. Like I said, they don't mess my money up, so I'm not mad. I'm just like, yo, you got everybody thinking you ready and you calling out these other fighters, but you ain't really proving nothing by missing weight. It would be nice if, if Gatto did win, I think we might get some consistency out of her, and I think she brings excitement. Don't be surprised if Gatto pulls it off, though, really. Especially in the stand-up department. Just stay at a range and she'll have success, though. So, yeah. But Macy, man, let's talk about Macy here. Macy, oh my goodness, man. Look at this. Rocky Pennington, 145. Macy Chiasson, 148.5. Dang. It's bad enough, it was a short notice fight. And they knew it was short notice, so they cut her some slack. Since it was short notice, Macy Chiasson accepted. They didn't make it 135. They changed it to 145 for that matter, So all she had to do was make 145. And, she said time and time again, like, I can make 135, no problem. It's hard, but I can do it because I got plans for bantamweight. But with that being said, 145 should be no problem then. 145 should be no problem for her at this point. I never thought it really was. She said that's the weight she fights at. So I thought she could have got this 3 pounds off and boom. But instead, you got Rocky Pennington over here on the left, looking fit, looking good, at 145. So with that, again, this kind of like, brings in, definitely tightens up the odds now, because if Macy's having that trouble of making weight and just the look on her face, it's already telling me that she might not be in the shape that we think she can be in. And I mean, Rocky looks good. Like, doesn't look like she blown up or anything. Looks good on her. So we'll see how she can carry it. How many days notice? Was it last month? Like, when did she take the fight? Beginning of the month, or was it last month? She accept this fight. Hold on. When did she accept the fight? It was like the first week of December when she accepted the fight. Yeah. It was beginning of she accepted 2B. She accepted the fight at the beginning of the month. So they cut her slack and made it 145. So I thought that you could have made 145, right? Because 135 probably would have been killer for her, but 145 is that should have been able. That should have, to me, I think she should be able to cut that. Because if she already accepted, then to me, you have to be right on it. The day you said you accept, or if you already got your eyes set on it, hey, it's time to make weight. Especially if you're a fighter that has trouble cutting weight, and you're this big, and you probably need to be a lightweight anyway. You always kind of got to be near your weight, because Macy looks like she walk around like 175 or something. So if you're gonna be fighting 40 pounds lighter, you probably need to start walking around at 160, or trying your best to be on some type of diet if that's your plan, to always drain yourself down to these weights. But yeah, I don't know now, man. I mean, like, I'm looking at even Raquel's body now. Like, she's filled it out nicely. It doesn't look like it's bad on her. I know somebody was saying Rocky wanted to fight at 145 before, so maybe she's used to it. So where I was thinking it's going to be a knockout win for Macy, possibly if she touches the chin, but it's going back to 50-50. It's going back to 50-50 here because the weight looks good on Rocky. I'm looking at the face, looks a little flush of Macy. So we'll see. We'll see. I still think if Macy lands bombs, it's going to get her a stoppage. But if Rocky carries the weight nicely and she can do the same things that she can do at 135, draw it out, make it boring, clinch, jab, take the fight to the ground, put Macy on her back, then yeah, it's going to be in her favor. Like if she carries the weight nicely, then it'll go in favor of the more experienced fighter. But let's see if Macy carries that featherweight power, though. Let's see if it didn't affect her power, of trying to drain down just to get to 148. Yeah, that's the big part. So these fights, they really have come into they both ran into some, crazy issues that we always run into, weight, whatever, But I'm still looking forward to seeing them. Marcus said Macy haven't had a fight either due to Aspen Ladd missing weight. Right. Yeah, Brian. Yeah, Sarge, no excuse, exactly. Like Macy does have an excuse because it is short notice, 2 weeks. But I thought that, but 135 though, if it was 135, but I think they gave her a chance by making it featherweight, thinking that she'd be able to make it. So that was two strikes right there. They're like, okay, you can't do 135, we'll do 145. You still miss it, well, gotta take part of your purse. But let's move on. We'll see. Like I said, I'm still going with my same pick for Macy and Rocky. I don't know about I don't know though. Gatto might have a bigger chance than I think, man. Gatto might have a bigger chance now. But let's talk about this. This might be another fighter that's biting off more than they can chew. Let's see if this fighter can make that weight. We got another fighter. Bantamweight wants to move down. Flyweight. Miesha Tate wants to move down to flyweight. Well, she's entertaining it. Let's just put it that way. She's entertaining the idea of moving down to flyweight. Let's see, where was it? So, saw this today. Miesha Tate is considering the drop to 125 after her friend won the belt, right? She's considering moving down. Some people were thinking that since Tate and Juliana Pena were friends, they might just separate and feel like, okay, we'll work separate camps and then we'll compete. It'll be a friendly competition. We know each other. You got the belt. You're going to give me a chance. But now Miesha's actually trying to take a different direction. I thought when she came back, she would either do 145 or 135. I thought she was going to do 135, and say, okay, I want to be 2-time champion. But now that her friend got the belt, this is what we were talking about, friendship thing. I guess they're tight like that, really tight. So it's kind of changed her trajectory now, if you will. So let's see here. She said, so this is what Miesha Tate said. This definitely changes the entire landscape of the bantamweight division. I think what will be next will be Amanda Juliana, which is true. Yeah, the rematch is coming. All signs point to that. Will be the next fight, and I think Juliana wins the fight again, especially because Amanda's already been broken by her once. I believe Juliana can definitely do that again. probably with more ease the second time. I need to get in the win column again, so I'll probably fight in March. Probably is what I'm looking at. I don't want to fight Juliana because I rooted for so long for her to get there. Okay. So you hear that? She's trying to come back in March. Is that enough time to make 125 if she plans on doing that? What do you think? But she's already said it. But I thought when she came back, she was ready to go, though, man. I thought she was like, I want to do bantamweight no matter what. But now she says, look, no, I've been rooting for her for so long that I don't want to fight Juliana. Well, one part of me says, forget it, just do it. But the other part makes me say, they've been friends for a long time. They've been friends since the Tough House. I think she was cornering her, right? Yeah. So if their friendship is that important, I mean, that's the next best thing you can do, right? Is just jump to another weight class, right? I mean, if our friendship is really that important, I mean, I can respect that. I just get a different vibe for like the lower fighters when they just train together. But like Misha and Juliana, they have been friends for a very long time. So I can kind of respect that. And she's calling it now. She just go ahead and tell you that, we're cool. I've been rooting for her for this long. I'm willing to step aside, which is fine too, because Pena, Pena never took the long layoff. Pena's stayed in the game. She stayed in the game. She deserves this. Misha was just kind of trying to come back and prove to become the whole mom champ thing, and become 2-time champion. And it's still questionable about her. Like, it's still questionable. I think Pena is kind of reaching her prime right now. So in a way, I can respect that. It's not like a big deal. It's not like I was asking for her to take the fight for the bantamweight title again. Anyways, I think Pena is bringing a little bit more of an exciting element, something new. What else did she say? Look, a lot can change between now and then, so I have to win and do my job. So I think what really I've got to do is win and focus on that. If Julie's still champion by the time I get there, then I think it's a conversation we have at that time. I probably got to go get 2 wins until I'm looking at the championship fight. At least so I've got to focus on me. I'm going to continue to cheer on Juliana and pray that we don't ever have to fight each other. Okay. And this is the flyweight talk. I know that Juliana can make 125 and I can make 125. There's also those things too. It's not out of the question for either of us to go hunting for Valentina Shevchenko at some point. There's lots of dynamics. I know she really wants that fight too. So we really have to see what happens if everything continues to play out in that direction. There's always that possibility of us going to 125 for either of us too. Okay. So it's an option. It's definitely an option. And I think the longer Pena stays champion, then that looks like it would be Tate's other option, because she doesn't want to fight her, right? She doesn't want to fight her, which, if I can respect that. I mean, if you want to go out to the next one and fight Valentina, then more power to you. But she kind of lumps herself with Pena in there too, like, oh, we can both make 125. Well, don't give her any ideas, because Pena might jump down there and become champion there, or try to, and might knock you out of the box again. You know what I mean? So she's got to kind of do her thing and just say, okay, well, she's champion at 135. I'm going to go down here myself and go to 125. And she's saying they both can make the weight. I'm surprised. I mean, Misha, in the past few months ago, when she was really getting jacked, she was kind of looking like she was going to 145 to me, honestly. Yeah, BJ, I'm going to try to still send that link out. Yeah. In a little bit here. Just hang tight. I mean, if I get too pressed and I keep talking, I know you want to jump on too, so I'm gonna get you in a little bit here. What else? Yeah, Tate going down to 125. I don't know. Like, how much muscle would she have to lose to get there? You know, she does have a bigger frame than like Valentina, right? I mean, let's look at their stats here. Tate at 145 or 125. Which weight would she look better at though? Like she could make 125, but would she feel good? Like, would she feel powerful? Let's see. Tate is 5'6". Damn. She's 5'6". Pretty long reach. You know, she's bantamweight. I mean, she's a average bantamweight. She's a good sized bantamweight. Pretty tall flyweight though. Let's see. What's Valentina like 5'4"? You got a smaller front. No, yeah, Valentina's 5'5". Yeah, Valentina's about 5'5", but she has a smaller frame. I don't know. I really don't know, man. Like, I think she was more just a bantamweight and maybe possibly feather. But we'll move down there. You know it's gonna be waiting for you. You know, a physically strong, high, very tough. Oh, let's see. Okay, BJ, I can go live another time. I'm down to kick it with you. Okay, all right. Yeah, let me go ahead and do that. Yeah, Tate, man, like, I don't know, man. Cause yeah, you can make that weight, but if you're not used to it, whew, if you ain't used to it and Valentina is, shoot, you would see Valentina in there ragdolling or just taking her apart. Reflexes might be off too because you drop weight. Valentina, this is her prime weight now. This is where she's home at. You got to make sure that you more than just muscle mass, or thinking you got the size difference. Like Misha's going to have to be bringing a lot to the table, so I'd have to see her in some test run fights, first, just as far as like her making 125. Like I'd have to see her in there with Jennifer Maya or like Lauren Murphy. You know what I mean? Being there with like Lauren Murphy or somebody like that. Cause Lauren, she's a big flyweight though. Lauren Murphy's a big flyweight. She's probably one of the biggest. So I think it'd be possible for Misha because Lauren came down from 120, 135. Right? Let's see. Lauren Murphy's like 5'6". They be listening to her like 5'5" or something, but she's wide. Yeah, I think if Lauren Murphy could do it, I think Misha probably could. Yeah, Ulysses, like, I don't understand how they can make 125. Yeah, she make it sound like they can do it easy. I mean, shoot, they just had babies too, and they make it sound like it's nothing for them. I mean, they don't really pack too much like flab or anything, so I don't know. But this is getting interesting, man, because everybody wants to come down to 125. Like, that's why we're saying, like, this division is getting more and more exciting. I mean, the possibilities are like endless now because you have a lot of people that want to either, come down the flyweight or move up the flyweight. You had a lot of straw weights moving up. You got a lot of bantamweights moving down now. Everybody's trying to get down to 125 now. And one fighter I had to put on this screen here that I would like to see is not Misha Tate, but I mean, if she wants to go there, I mean, she will see. But Joanna's one that I like to see at 125. I mean, there's a lot of good reasons why Joanna needs to move to 125. I mean, one, there's just so much going on at 115 where to me, she doesn't really need to fit in there right now. Like the division is doing fine without her. She's been gone for almost 2 years and Joanna really is not needed right now. I mean, she's already put her mark on the game. She's exciting, But other than that, it's like, Joanna has been there, done that. And if she wants to start afresh, like 125 would be good for her. She's getting older, so that brings me to my second point. She's getting older. Um, she's complaining about the weight whenever she fought Rose, about cutting the weight. So why not try making 125 instead? I mean, she looks skeletal whenever she does 115. You know what I mean? Joanna's been looking skeletal when she does 115. So she needs to be going to a weight that isn't too big of a cut. I know that's her home division for the past 7 years, but you know, there's a lot of fighters that move up when they can't do it anymore. Or they just feel like they're killing themselves. Yeah, man, there's a lot of good reasons for Joanna to go up. Man, it's like, 115 is too thriving now. She's already lost to Rose 2 times. Um, Everybody else is kind of in the mix now without her. She doesn't want to fight Marina. She doesn't want to fight Mackenzie Dern. She only wants title shots. She doesn't want to fight anybody there. So maybe if she went to 125, she would have a new start. I mean, she already fought the champion, but she could get some good fights in, man, at 125 and possibly get a rematch with Valentina. Because me, honestly, I think if she went to 125, she would be in that elite top 5 or top 3. Her hands, honestly, too, like another good point is her hands might have more power at 125. Her hands might have more power at 125. So that makes sense. Yeah, Joanna Chikagan is a good fight. Australia says she won't go to 125. Well, she needs to. Yeah, she lost to Valentina like 3 fights in Muay Thai and only once in MMA. So, I mean, still possible. And no, she doesn't deserve no title shot, even if that is her last fight at 115. She's lost 4 times to Valentina. She lost 2 to Rose. So, I mean, if anything, the UFC fights count. So Rose defeating Joanna 2 times, that's something that nobody wants to see anymore, right? I think, honestly, people would want to see her at 125 more than they would in a third fight with Rose when she's already 0-2, right? And she's definitely not deserving of a title shot. Her last fight is not title shot worthy. You know what I mean? So if everybody wants to move up and move down, she's one of the fighters I would say needs to move up to 125 because it would do wonders for her physically. I mean, like, she's put on weight now and being out for 2 years. I mean, coming back to 115 might be hell on her body. I mean, she already used that excuse that, it was the weight cut when I fought Rose the first time. It was the weight cut. Yeah, I mean, you got a rough weight cut. I mean, she's tall and lanky, but that's really after she's drained down to 115. But she has a little bit of weight on her, especially as you get older. She's 5'6". Her and Miesha Tate the same height. Not the same exact frame, but she's definitely going to be filling out now that she's 34 years old, right? So that's just a thought, man. Like, it makes sense to me because there ain't nothing she wants to do at 115. She doesn't want. You don't want Marina. You don't want Mackenzie Dern. You're 0-2 against the champion. You're not in the rankings right now. So, hey. And I'm sure too also when she signs on for this next opponent, she's probably going to be negotiating maybe another fight. That's how it usually works. Like, when you going into your last fight, sign your last fight, they're usually going to negotiate maybe another, 2, 3, 4 fight deal. So see how that works. Any news on Suarez? Not at the moment. I mean, I see her working out on IG. She's been trying to work her knees out. get back into shape. But other than that, no news. No news on the return. Unfortunately, man. Nope. No news. No news. Mm-hmm. Let's see what we got here. Okay. So yeah, I would like to see her like that way because I just would like to see her matched up with like Jennifer Maya. Like, is her takedown and defense enough for Jennifer Maya? Is her hand speed going to be chaotic for who would win the stand up battle? Her or Chikagan? You know, Chikagan, man, like neither of them have knockout power, but you know, Joanna's like so much more snappy with her shots. You know what I mean? Like she's very, very snappy. So I'm curious, man. Like if you put that on 125, shoot, she might have more power to her. But let's see. Invicta FC. I just dropped a video on that, so I ain't gonna talk too much about that. But y'all know that's coming less than a month now, January 12th. Invicta got to get on it though, man. You know, a lot of people been asking about it. You know, they had like a 4-month gap there. You know, people want to see Invicta come back at least, you know, once a month or bi-monthly. Shoot, people want two cards a month, right? You know, because these are good these are good avenues for a lot of these young up and coming WMMA fighters. So I would love to see more Invicta, you know, as it like it used to be. They used to be putting these cards out like crazy. Ulysses said, yeah, 2022 is going to be a good year for 125. I'm telling you, yeah, it's definitely going to be a good year. You got Suarez coming back. Manon signing a 4-fight deal again, new 4-fight deal. Aaron talking this, confidence talk. She wants it. We all want to see him. Roxanne's retiring next month, or next month after her last fight. So yeah, man, Jessica, I might get retired. So you got a lot of new fighters coming in. Then you got fighters getting weeded out, man. That's what we've been talking about. Yeah, what do y'all think, man? You want at 125? I like that, man. Yeah, I do. All right, so Invicta FC next month, and where's my? There you are. Let me get some here. Oh, there we go. Checking something. Okay. And who do y'all think too, man? Like this real quick. I had to put that up there. And to put this picture up here, Carla and Marina, man. Like who's gonna get that title shot, man? Like 2022 holds that answer though. We'll know next year. We'll know next year, man. Carla or Marina. I'm thinking Marina's gonna get it though, man, because Dana's just like being spiteful. He want to see what Mandy does. Mandy Bone. She had a rocky start, man. She had a rocky start into the game. Ariane Lipsky, boy. Ariane, boy, she introduced her to them hands, boy. I was like, yo. Ariane Lipsky's right hand was no joke. But that's how it is, man. Like, it's a level of pressure that you already are used to. You know what I mean? Like, when you're used to that pressure, like Ariane Lipsky's may have had some rough losses, but she's already used to she's used to the game. Like Ariane knows how to feel. She knows how to make that walk into the UFC octagon, right? So it's different for her. Mandy Bowen was still a little, I think, shaky, a little bit more shaky than like Taylor Santos. Taylor Santos still has some ice to break, but she was on it though. She may have lost that first fight, but she wasn't. She didn't look like Mandy Bowen. You know. Yeah, Marina probably get it, man. I mean, it's gonna be a good fight though. It's gonna be good though. Mm-mm-mm-mm. So with that, let me see here. Let me get this link out here real quick. Chit chat up for ain't even 8 o'clock though. Yeah, BJ, if you still want to go live at 8:30, hey, we can go ahead and get this in. It's not even 8 o'clock. I'm gonna send you this link and we'll kick it for about 30 minutes or something. Hold on. You send this link. Because the last topic I have to include you on because we're going to talk about Aaron versus Casey O'Neill. Like, let's just talk about it. Let's just talk about it. So BJ said he knows Casey knows the assignment. Shoot. Okay, I know. Aaron knows the assignment too. That's all I'm saying. Aaron's got the assignment, boy. She talking. Let me pull that thing up too. Hold on. Aaron said, I don't care what you say. I'm taking Valentina one day. People will say, oh no, Valentina's you can't beat her. That's how people talk though. It's like you can't have a goal if you're in the flyweight division. No, man, Aaron got a goal, man. She didn't say she gonna fight Valentina tomorrow. Stop being crazy. Y'all stop being crazy. I mean, I know y'all love Valentina. Like, I respect her as a fighter. Yeah. I love watching her fight. But y'all talk crazy sometimes, like, oh no, that person's God. No, ain't nobody God on here, man. If Aaron says she's going to improve to get to that title shot one day, believe she will. I mean, you got your number 5 and your number 7 not saying anything, so why get mad at Aaron? Why you gonna get mad at Aaron? Because Aaron's not pumping the brakes. Aaron ready to go full steam ahead. And then, like I said, you see some things in her that might need to be worked on. They're gonna be worked on. Confidence is one. Yeah, confidence is one thing. Cocky is another. Confidence is one thing, and being cocky is another. I think she's just confident. Everybody thought, like I said, we all picked Nunes to win. Hey, Juliana Pena went in there and crushed them dreams. She took that money. Like I said, I like that talk though. I like that talk. So much more polished than Casey. Just to me, from the outside looking in, like technically she's doing everything right. Let's see. Oh yeah, link is sent. Mal said he said so good. He said Val is so good. Flyweights ain't allowed to have dreams. Come on, 2Bs. Y'all sounding like a cult right now. Oh man, you crazy? Yes, sir. I got a visitor. Who this?
He said, "Who this?"
I'm just like, what's going on, BJ?
What's up, man?
What's up, man? I'm just messing around tonight, man. Just getting it in here, man. I said, let me get my man over here.
Yes,
Um,
sir.
let me go ahead and hit you with a comment from your man, Two Beast. He
Real
said,
quick, real quick,
Valentina.
real quick, real quick,
Yeah.
guys. Hey, man, I tested positive for the vid today.
Oh no, for real?
Yes, bro. Yes,
Oh,
from my job, bro. Yep.
damn.
Yeah, I'm straight though. Like I'm good. Like I'm not like you know under the weather or nothing like that. Just can't. My biggest thing is that I'm a little nasally. My nose is a little stopped up, and
Yeah.
I can't smell or taste. Other than that, and that's really messing me up, dude. Because you know what I'm
Hmm.
saying. I like to eat, but yeah, it's that's it. Just can't smell or taste. Feel perfectly fine though. I mean,
Hmm.
here I am on a podcast, so you know I must feel somewhat okay.
Yeah, yeah, man. Hey, well, hey, y'all, pray for my man BJ, man. I know this thing can be rough though. You never know what it can do, man.
Right,
So,
right.
hey, look, man. I'm just sending that healing energy your way, man.
Sir,
Hope you
man,
get
I
over that.
appreciate that. I appreciate that.
But
What two B say though? Two B,
oh,
what do you say,
he
man?
never mind. He retracted. He said other people believe that. Now he said that Valentina is so good, flyweights ain't allowed to have dreams. But
That's
he
that. That's that.
retracted.
That's that narrative right there. That's that narrative I've been talking about, Combo. You can't just put that around Valentina like that. People so quick to do that. That is a mistake, if you ask me. When you do that, when you make comments like that, and people make the comments like nobody's gonna be, that's why these upsets have the effect on people that they have on people because they build this monster, they build this character, and then when somebody knocks it down, it's like, oh my god, oh my god. I wasn't surprised that Juliana Pena beat Valentina Shevchenko. She beat Amanda Nunes. I was not surprised. You
Hmm.
know what I'm saying? Everybody else, I'm saying, for once, I got to sit back and watch the whole world be surprised. Not the whole world, but a lot of the world be surprised. I wasn't surprised because
Yeah.
I don't put this unbeatable thing on people that some other people do. I don't do that.
Hmm. Well, yeah. I mean, somebody that followed the girl for that long. We both been following her. But I mean, you've been seeing what she can do, and you've seen what Amanda lacks in certain areas. I
Yeah,
mean, MMA math we know doesn't add up like people think it does, especially when you say this person champion, they're gonna win all the time. It don't work like that. I mean, you believed in her today, she got it. I mean, it wasn't a big shocker. I mean, it was a big upset just
right,
because that's what the odds read. But when it came down to it, everything Pena said she was gonna do, she exposed it.
right.
You
Yep.
know. Um, but let's get into this, BJ. Misha Tate, 125, man. What's your thoughts on that, though, man?
I personally don't want to see Misha Tate go to 125 because
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to see fights like Tate versus, you know what I'm saying, like I don't want to see Tate lose. I, I don't want to see Misha Tate go to 125 and then lose. You know what I'm saying? Like I'd rather her stay at 135 where she's her best. You know what I'm saying? Like if you don't want to fight Juliana, then y'all got to work that out. But you know what I'm saying? Like I mean, she goes to 125. She'll finally get that chance to fight Valentina. You know what I'm saying? Like I mean, I think she can take out. I think she can beat Lauren Murphy. I think she can beat some of those girls up there. Chukagian is hard to beat, of course. Uh, Maya's hard to beat, of course. Andrade that's an interesting fight. You know what I'm saying? So to see either her or I'm expecting Juliana Pena, and I want to see Juliana Pena go to 125. Like I'm expecting that, but Misha Tate, I wasn't expecting that. I don't, and
Mm.
I really don't want to see it, to be honest. I'd rather her just stay where she's at.
Do you think she should stop that friend talk and say, if I get there, I should fight Pena then?
It's see that's where it gets interesting because I see Misha and Juliana like Kane and DC, like that kind of friends. Like
Hmm.
DC dropped the whole weight class and went to light heavyweight and stayed there for years. You know what I'm saying? Like he stayed at light heavyweight for years because he didn't want to fight his boy Kane. He let Kane be the champ at heavyweight and try to get that belt back. And then when Kane was out, that's when DC went to heavyweight. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. It is what it is, to be honest. But I don't think that we should bomb on Misha too much for saying that, because if you real friends, like if you real friends, you real friends. Like this little training partner shit that we seeing at 130, like 125, that's one thing, you know what I'm saying? But this, you know, Juliana and Misha, that shit go back. That shit go back way back to tough, bro. So that's a little bit different.
Right. Yeah. Like when she said that, I was like, it sounds genuine. You know what I mean? Like her
Yeah, yeah.
friendship is genuine, man. So, and she cornered her in the tough house. So I'm like, she's cool with her like that for real. But yeah, these girls at the bottom, oh, I trained with this person, I ain't gonna fight her. Man,
Yeah,
get out here.
yeah, that's
Get out
different.
here. Y'all both
Yeah,
young. Y'all both need to y'all need to stop it. Y'all
that's
both
different. Y'all both on
yeah.
the come up. Misha done been to
Mhm.
the pinnacle already. You know what I'm saying? She trying to get back to it. That's different. Y'all ain't never been there before. You know,
Mhm.
when you talking Misha Tate, Juliana Pena, we're talking about elite bantamweights here. We're talking about the best bantamweights in the world. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, these are the best bantamweights in the world. These are girls who have accolades. You know what I'm saying? Misha, former Strikeforce champion, UFC champion. Juliana Pena, UFC champion, top contender, tough winner. You know what I'm saying? These girls got accolades. These girls that are ranked all below 10 and training with each other and shit like that. No, hell no.
Mhm.
That's it's different.
Mm. She said maybe in like another 2 fights, she could probably be going for a belt, man. Like, who do you think Tate could be fighting?
Right.
Aspen Ladd?
The Aspen Lad fight is
Mhm.
there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, that fight is there. Um, I could see her fighting Aspen Lad, and because Ketlin beat her, so Ketlin got to fight somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe like, okay, let's say Misha fight, if she beats Aspen, and then let Misha rematch Rocky Pennington. Like, if Rocky beats Chasson, or the winner of Chasson Pennington, you know what I'm saying? Like, if Misha can run that fight with Aspen Ladd, you know what I'm saying? And then if she beats Aspen, she needs to fight the winner of Chasson and Pennington. That's what really makes sense.
Mhm. What do you think about now that you bring that up, man? What do you think about this whole weight thing, man, with Macy Chase on now?
Boy.
Like who's is worse though? Like, Sarge, she talked big game and this is supposed to be her weight class and this is where she's supposed to be home. She calling for smoke with big names and here she missed weight by 2.5 pounds. And Macy, she takes the fight on 2 week notice and she still can't make featherweight the weight that she's home at. So,
Hold
like,
on.
who do you?
Lolita said Misha needs to remove those
Uh-oh.
implants. It won't make any difference though. She had no endurance at 135. Can you imagine at 125 she'll get gassed early?
Hmm.
Lolita, what are you talking about? When have we ever seen Misha take gas? We have literally never seen Misha take gas. Never, ever seen her gas. So what do you mean she didn't have any endurance? Endurance is how Misha got the belt. So I mean, I don't understand how. Anyways, what was you saying, man?
Yeah, what do you think about that? Who do you think situation is worse, Macy or Sarge's?
Honestly, I think they're both bad. They're both real bad. But if I have to say one is worse than the other, I'm gonna have to say it's Macy Chasson's, dude. And the reason I say that is because this fight was at featherweight, and Macy Chasson walked in at 150 pounds. Like, that's bad, bro. Like, that's bad discipline when you go. I mean, that's
Yo,
like,
can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you.
Okay.
yeah, that's like Nico, bro.
No, Macy said, "Oh, is this the PFL scale? I got you."
Right. Like Macy trying to go fight. You know what I'm saying? What's her name? Jenna Fabian or somebody? Like, what the
Mhm.
hell?
Yeah, I kind of was giving her a pass, but then I was like, that was for 135. I understand if you can't make 135, but 145, y'all should have y'all's game plan 2-3 weeks, whatever. And that's her home division. That was just my point on that.
Yeah.
But to me, Sarge, you should be closer to weight now. Sarge should be closer to weight where she shouldn't be off 2.5 pounds. I mean, it's bad now because they both missing out. They both losing some weight here. I mean, they both losing some money. Um, so I think it's going to kind of come into play in their performance too, man. Like, what do you think about Rocky though? Rocky looked good at the weight. Did you see how she looked?
Rocky looked good. Rocky looked good. That's why I said like Rocky looked good at 145. She's a little small though. She a little small, but
Mm-hmm.
she looked good.
What do you think about that situation? I know 2B's been talking about, so I want to hear what he got to say about Macy.
Man, yo, that she's damn near in the same place I put Francis Ngannou. Like, you
Damn.
don't say, like, you don't either say or, take actions that present one message and then do the exact fucking opposite. Like, that's something that I have like a vendetta against. Like, you consciously told UFC, I don't want to fight her. You showed up at 135. You showed up to the weigh-in. You showed up to fight. You obviously had plans of fighting that person, and then those plans changed due to her not making weight. For whatever reason, maybe you had something against Lad, whatever, but whatever. You consciously decided because this person didn't make weight, I'm not going to fight you. Whether it was out of spite, whatever your reason, whatever. For you to then sign a contract saying, hey, I am going to show up to this fight at 145 pounds and fight this person. I don't care if it was 3 days notice. You signed a contract saying, I'm going to be here on this date to fight this person, weigh in 24 hours prior at this weight. You feel what I'm saying? And then you turned around and didn't come at the designated weight. And then you took the fight. So
Right.
you obviously don't really have a problem with fights going on where there's a weight difference. Clearly you don't, but your actions said that you do. Like you're a hypocrite, bro. Like
You talking about Macy, right?
Macy. It's like, yeah, you had 2 weeks notice, but it's like you signed no one held a gun to your head and told you to sign that. Like you said, I agree to be here at this time at this weight. But then you literally said, oh, I'm not going to fight this person because she missed weight. Like, what other reason was there for you not fighting? Because you showed up at 135.
Mm-hmm.
And let's keep in mind, y'all, 10 pounds lighter. She showed up on time. What is this? You feel what I'm saying? Like that's silly to me. That's like the same thing with Francis Ngannou. Oh, I want to be an active champion. I want to, and then this guy turns into a fucking lawyer. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
I just cannot respect that hypocritical behavior when it's like you sent out a message doing this, saying like, yo, I don't want to fight you because you missed weight, and then you turn around and do the exact same thing at a easier weight to make.
Right.
And
Right.
by more.
Right.
I think Aspen missed by like 2. You missed by 3.5. Like, what the fuck is that, bro? That's crazy to me.
Reality just set in with me when I thought about Aspen Ladd. I was like, Aspen Ladd missed 2 pounds. Okay. Melissa Gatto is fighting Sarge, who missed 2 pounds. Melissa Gatto's not pulling out. Melissa Gatto said, I got this. And Aspen Ladd missed 2 pounds, right? Macy Chiasson, she comes in big as hell on fight night. So yeah, you kind of have to question that. Like, why did you pull out of a fight where Aspen Ladd, a fighter that you're just naturally bigger than, missed weight by 2 pounds? Why pull out? Right? Why pull out?
Yeah,
And now
that
you
was
miss
bullshit.
you
Like
miss it by
now
3.
but Macy had the stupidest look on her face on that scale though. That's what I thought. I found that to be funny. She had the dumbest look on her face.
Mm-hmm. Because the talk is not catching up with their actions. You know what I mean? Like even Sarge kind of had that look. And I'm like, hey, y'all did it to yourself. And
Now,
I can't help but not like, it's not because I'm mad or anything or disappointed. Like I can't help but say this is going to affect their performance, man, because you can see it in their faces, man. Like like especially Sarge. Like she
Like
just had that look like I'm drained. Like this is good. This is me. Like you know how she is when she misses weight, it's going to affect her gas tank on fight night. And she's not a fighter that really levels up in the second and third. She just either stays at the same pace or she falls. So I can't help but change my picker, or just don't feel as confident anymore.
so there's like two things with like the SARS situation and then like just in general with the female perspective. Like the time of the month is will always be an excuse I will accept for like the whole missing weight on the female's perspective. Like that shit has major effects on the body to where water might not come off properly and that like that's an excuse. Other than that, it's like if you have X amount of days, this, that, and the other, and you sign on the dotted line saying, I'm going to weigh this amount. And then you've done it successfully in the past. Like she didn't have a problem with Elise Reed. So it's like it's not like you can't do it. And I don't know if she publicly came out and she said, oh, it's that time of the month or whatever. But like the only reason I bring it up, because other than that, from the female perspective, like if you've successfully made the weight before, and then on top of that, turned around and looked good in the fight when doing it, it's like, okay, we know you can make this weight again. But for whatever reason, I don't know, maybe it was a technical error. I don't know all of her history, but it's like, I give Sarge more of a pass to slightly more, because it's not like she did something hypocritical and said, oh, I'm not fighting someone because they miss weight. But like, I don't know what the story is behind her missing it. Maybe it's just she did real good the first time and something. I don't know. I don't know how she could have did it so successfully just recently. Like what was the fight, like 4 or 5 months ago?
Yeah, it was like back in July or August. Yeah.
So I mean, would she like start eating like crazy and packed on like 10, 15 pounds? Like I don't know, man. Like I'm not hating on Sarge at all. Let me be very clear. I'm just saying like the end all be all, always gonna be acceptable excuse for me is that time of the month. Other than that, it's like, come on. I mean, I don't know. But my other point, the thing that I don't know why they won't just fucking do it, but it's like ONE FC does it. It's I don't know why they don't just weigh in same day. Kill this weight cutting bullshit. You got people passing out and all this, that, and other going to the hospital to make a weight that they're not even really gonna weigh when they go in the cage anyway.
Right, right.
That
I never
shit
understood
drives
that.
me nuts. It's like it's all in the name of what? A fair competition, but it's not. It's not fair. The only way it's gonna be fair is if you weigh in prior to you going through the damn curtains. Like like
Mhm.
the fight ends, the fight before you ends. As soon as that ends, you run to the scale, weigh in, and then they get prepared for your entrance, hit your music, and then you go out type shit. Like that's how it should be. And then that weight right there is 135, 145, 205, whatever your weight is. That's a fair fight. All this other type of, oh, I'm gonna weigh in 24 hours before, and then I'm gonna rehydrate and recover and this, that, and other, and I'm gonna weigh like 15, 20 pounds more than this other person, even though we weighed in at the same weight 24 hours prior. It's like, and then all the risks that you're taking, not to mention the long term risks. Like I just don't understand, dude. Like they do it in the I don't know if it's NCAA or like they do it in wrestling. Where it's like they weigh in an hour before the bout, an hour before the matches. I, I just don't get it, man. All this weight cutting stuff, it's silly to me.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's really it's hell on their bodies, because it's not like if they do that, they say it's going to be fair competition, but it's not really, because they can both get down to 125. But you got to think about the trouble that the one person went through, damn near shutting their kidneys
Mhm.
down trying to make the weight. So it's
Yep.
not really fair to do it that way. I agree. Yeah, Australia said, should they just use ONE FC's no weight cut system? I mean, if they
Yeah,
continue to just
if they did that, these the people that's in these weight classes won't be in these same weight classes anymore.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It would be very different.
It's
But what I was
to
going
me.
to say,
Oh,
say
go
it
ahead.
again. What was you saying,
I was
Trey? I mean, two B's.
I was just gonna say, to me, it's just a simple math problem. What's the average person cutting? Anywhere from 15 to 30 pounds. You just add that on to the weight divisions. Okay, since I'm not gonna be able to cut to this weight division anymore, I just fight 15, 30 pounds plus whatever the original weight class was.
That's what I'm
That's what.
saying. Like most of these flyweights will be at bantamweight. You know what I'm saying? Jillian Robinson walks around at 138 pounds. You know what I'm saying? So I mean,
Mm,
yeah, you know.
Yeah,
So I
because
mean,
you do
like,
the math with flyweight. Flyweight's kind of working out for a lot of girls now. Like the smaller bantamweights are going to flyweight. The bigger straw weights are going to flyweight now.
mm,
right.
But
But
let
I
me
talked
ask
to
you.
Leah Letson today. Leah
You
Letson
did?
said
Oh yeah, yeah, right.
she said that she knew it was going to catch up to Macy Chasson. She hit me up so fast,
Yeah.
like she hit me up so fast. She said, "Did you?" I was at work, and I get 2 inboxes from Leah Letson. She said, "Did you see what Macy Chasson weighed today?" And I said, "No, I got to go look." And Leah was like 149 pounds. She said the same shit that happened to me is probably starting with Macy Chasson. She said, because I couldn't even make 145. She said, and Macy ain't making. She said she just missed, 145 pounds by
Mm.
almost 4 pounds. I was like, yeah, that very well could be what's going on.
I mean, if any of them, like Macy, is the one who should have been like saying, I need to move the featherweight. I mean, she's got to build closer to Megan Anderson. I mean, she should have been a fighter that's saying I can't do 135, but she was trying to stick it out. She was like, well, I could do either one. But every time you see weigh-in her before the weigh-in day, she looks like bad. I mean, she looks like a stick. You know what I mean? So she should have been one of the first ones to say, no, I need 145. Or hell, I need
mm.
155. So I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm still picking her against Rocky. Um, Sarge, I'm a little on the fence now because of the way she's looking and the way Melissa looks. I know it's not much to base Melissa off of, but she looks fierce though, man. She does look fierce. And if she can stay away from the ground, it's gonna be interesting, man. It's gonna be interesting, especially when you get to that third round. I mean, is y'all pick still the same?
But I mean, I understand this fight is intriguing for us, Combo. It is, bro. It
Mm-hmm.
is. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Melissa Gatto versus Sarge, it would be even better if they had both made the weight. But my question, I can't help but ask you, what happens after? Where does Sarge go from here with a win or a loss? Like, so I feel like Sarge is in cut territory right now. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Like, I feel like she's in cut territory because she didn't make the weight. Like, like this is a thing for Sarge. She goes up to 135 because she couldn't make the weight, and then she's lost out. She's been beat out of 135, really. And now she's down at 125 and she can't make the weight.
Mm-hmm. I mean, if she's gonna get cut, I mean, it's definitely gonna be because of that. Because I mean, there's no consistency with her right now, right? Like
Right.
Macy Barber could go on like a 3-fight losing streak. They could still keep her around because she's still bringing something to the table. But like, if you're getting beat by yourself, and this is your main problem, like I have to keep on missing weight and coming up short, and you're not fighting at the weight. It's like, what are you bringing to the table? You know what I mean? Like, you might have skills, but you're not bringing nothing to the table. Like, you're not going to be in the ranking.
Oh, sorry
So
about that. Sorry
why do
about
we need to keep you around? Like, so yeah, like if they start cutting out like the excess flyweights, she could definitely be on that block, man. Like right next to Victoria Leonardo or somebody. So I could see that.
Yeah, bro. I see her being on the chopping block, bro, because the UFC gonna be like, okay, you know what? Like, I can see the UFC being like, okay, you know what? You can't fight at 135. You can't make 125. So, just be done with Sarge Banks. I wouldn't be surprised.
Cause believe me, if she win this fight though, she gonna be smelling herself again. She gonna be like, "Yo, Macy Barber, where you at? Where
Yeah,
you at, JoJo?" But they gonna be like,
nobody's
"Yo,
gonna
where?"
really want to fight her because they're scared she won't make the weight.
Right. So it's kind of needed that Melissa Gatto wins, right? What do you think, Two Beast? You think it's kind of
My
needed
bad.
that?
What you say, man?
I said, so it's kind of needed that Melissa Gatto wins this fight, then, huh?
You said
Yeah,
It
I
would be
think
better. Let me put it that way. It would be better.
it would be.
it,
Go ahead. Yeah, y'all go ahead.
I don't know, man. Like it probably would be better. I don't know, man. Cause I'm kind of disappointed because I know that Sarge has like that wrestling base, but at the same time has an ability to like, throw hands and this, that, and other. But I don't know, just for the thought of matchups, I'm like disappointed because of the weight
Yeah.
miss.
Yeah, I am too. Not one, but two. Not one fight, but two
But the
fights. Like,
Macy one, though, the Macy one just. Hold on, Ben. Hold on, y'all.
I mean, doggone, man. Macy big, man. I tell you, lightweight. She need to be up at like 155 or something. Two Beats, what do you think, man? Like, who do you think it's going to come down to, Carla or Marina?
Uh-oh.
What's that?
Where Two Beats go? Did he
Oh,
dip?
he might be.
Two Beats got that. He got that Indonesian
No, he was
Wi-Fi.
probably. I know what he's doing. He was probably looking at like
Nah,
comments or something.
it's the chat, man. Like
Yeah,
Man,
what
you need
happens?
2 devices, bro. You always gotta have
Yeah.
2 devices when you do this thing, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, because as soon as I go to that, it give me about like 2 minutes, and then boom, it cuts out or whatever. But no, what I was saying is, as far as Marina and Carla, that is the most depressing situation in women's MMA right now for me, because it's like I just don't know what else a person does other than beat the champion in a non-title fight to earn a freaking title shot. Like I just don't get it. She's literally number 2. What do you want her to fight Wei Lee? Like what do you want Carla to fucking do? Like here's my thing. She's based on your rankings. If I'm UFC, I'm acknowledging that Carla is ranked higher than Marina in the rank. Like you guys control the rankings. You're acknowledging that she is a higher contender than Marina. The reason I bring up Marina is because those are only 2 in the conversation. The only one contender above those 2 is Wei Lee, who lost twice. You guys, by your rankings, and I know rankings can be,
Yeah, rankings can be whatever,
but just okay, like, but where are you guys coming from? Where's the logic here? Is it a money thing? Is it a money thing? Did Carla fucking, you know, fuck up on an NDA where she spoke on something she wasn't supposed to and it pissed you off? Like, what is this personal vendetta that Dana has? It has to be either a personal vendetta or he's like scheming to announce it at some, like I don't get this thing with Carla, bro. Like, what does she have to fucking do? She beat the person behind her. She beat the person behind that person too in Yan and stopped her. And she has a stoppage win over the champ. I don't get it. Like, what the fuck is the problem? Like, yo, I don't understand these promotions when it's like, is it a money thing? Is she not a draw? What like I don't get it, bro. I just don't. But then at the same time, Rose is a draw in and of herself. You know what I mean? Like people love Rose. People want to see Rose, and it doesn't have to main event. You could put one of the men's fight on there, whatever. Like, what is the issue with booking this fight? I don't get it.
I think the UFC likes Rose as a champion. To be honest, I really do. I think they really like Rose as a champion. And maybe that, I mean, I don't know. because I'm trying to think. Well, maybe they just don't want to see her lose. You know what I'm saying? Because I think that Carla would beat Rose again, but it is kind of weird. You right too, Beast. It is weird. Like, why not make the fight? Like, why not?
And then you give it to Marina, and then it's like, how can we acknowledge you as a legit promotion that, oh, the best fight the best? It's like the Juliana Pena situation, everybody else is not calling for the fight. They're not on a huge winning streak. They're not, you know what I'm saying? The loudest mouth gets fed. No one else is calling for the shot. Nobody. Who else is calling for the shot and is on a winning streak?
You're right.
Even the champ Rose said she wants the fight. I don't get it, bro. Like, she literally said out of her own mouth words to this effect, yeah, that fight makes sense. I actually do want to avenge that loss.
But you know, Rose, which is crazy because Rose, she was kind of thinking like a lot of us are. She was like, maybe they're not giving it to her because she's a wrestler. How stupid is that, though? You know,
That's
like,
what I'm saying. Maybe the style thing. You know, people are gonna be like, because we've been seeing some exciting fights at strawweight. You know what I'm saying? And then Carla with that style, Carla as far as the style, you know.
But if you put her with the right person, it's exciting. You know what I mean? Like, if you put her with the right fighter, it's exciting.
It's
you know
very exciting. It's very exciting. Like
the Yana fight was solid,
and the Marina Rodriguez fight.
Yeah.
Like, those were some solid fucking fights.
So okay, let me get this straight. So she's a wrestler. She's boring. Don't book that fight. Didn't we just have a main event with like a predominantly grappling based like Mackenzie Dern? Like, I'm fucking confused. Like, Mackenzie Dern is not no stand up strike banger type, and Marina was the half where she is going to be the striker. What's the difference?
Exactly.
You made that a main event. Like,
right?
Oh, is it because Mackenzie Dern's a mom and blah 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 and this? I just like it's just like, I'm a logic person, bro. I'm very like methodical and logic with how I think about things and just analyze shit. Like, from a logical perspective, it has to be either a money thing or a personal vendetta, or he's secretly promoting it by acting like he's not interested.
By not promoting it, yeah.
Those are that's the only thing I can think of, because all logic says, like, yo, she's winning. She's on a winning streak. Number 2.
And again, look at Leon Edwards, though.
Goodness gracious, that's.
I mean, you know, the same thing. Even though Leon's never been a champ, but he's the last person. Didn't he beat Kamaru Usman?
Nah.
No.
I thought he
fought him once, and Kamaru ended up winning.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But Kamaru Usman was like, he was wrestling people, and you know, they don't got no problem putting him. But I mean, he got that knockout of Jorge Masvidal, but it's like, are we like, Khabib's a wrestler? He's right. You know, but he had Conor, so they put that in the main. But I'm just saying, like, it can't be the wrestling thing, because they just had Mackenzie Dern main event.
Yeah.
I don't know,
that
man.
don't make any sense. It really doesn't make any sense. Like I said, even letting like Weili like in there to fight Carla. Let's say she beats Carla. Like, what are you gonna do? Put an 0-2 contender in there with somebody who's lost to Rose twice already? You know what I mean? That just doesn't make sense. So I think it's kind of like where Rose said, like, maybe it's a style that they're just not backing, but it could be doing something on the low where like tomorrow you see that poster, Rose Carla 2 in March. Right. He's doing something, you know, something sneaky. So
now evidence to that would be the Kayla Harrison thing, because in several interviews he was like, I think what she should probably do is, you know, keep making what she's making in PFL. He essentially kind of like said, I'm not really interested in it, without actually saying those words. And now look at what we've heard recently.
Right.
So I'm praying to God that it's one of those things where it's like he's acting like he's not interested in it because he is. that I'm just hoping, because it's like, I don't know, like I feel like Carla deserves it because
I get it. Like, yeah, that's true. Like, Carla does deserve it, but so you could have argued. People will argue whether or not Juliana Pena deserved it. But what did Juliana Pena do? She scooted the UFC brass right along with those sound bites on the Ariel Helwani show. He was out there doing. When Juliana was out there saying what she was saying, not taking a breath between her sentences, and savagely calling out the champion. We don't hear Carla doing that. Carla, it's like Carla looking for a pity party and stuff. Like,
That's true.
Like,
Yeah.
call her out.
Yeah.
Get on Ariel Helwani.
What did she say
out
on IG? She was like, this ain't a call out, but
right.
I
Like,
want to fight you.
right. She pulled it back.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the thing about that is, like, so put it this way. I don't know her personally at all, but she could be that type of person that wants to do things a certain way, where she believes that it's not necessary to be this trash talking person to be able to successfully, get a title. Like, you can be a respectful human being and, just, go out there, win your fights. And I don't know if that's what she personally believes, but that could be a reason. The other part of it might be she's just simply, and there's plenty of fighters like this where they're just simply not that person to go yell and scream and say, give me that fight. It's just not their style. And I get that, and I do actually respect that to an extent. But at the same time, it's like, when it's this bad, and you know what I mean? Like, but here, I don't know, like, maybe she will finally get what she wants, but it's like, some fighters, it's just, that's not their style. They don't want to go out and do that.
Right. And you know what? I wanna be on the side of that person that has that integrity. But then I think to myself, which I said this in another video, I said, you choke people out for a living. You bust their heads until they might have
Yeah, I
concussion.
remember that.
You bring people closer to death every day, but you want to sit here and play respectful.
They're what it is Cabo, they're feeling regrets of, their career, and it's like, man, I caused all these people harm. You know what I mean? The least I could do is be respectful. I mean, I'm
Right.
joking, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know, man.
Like
I get
I just
what
stabbed
you
this guy.
said,
I'm
though.
gonna buy him ice cream later. So
Well, y'all crazy, bro. I don't know, man. I just think Carla needs to take it more into her own hands and try to push her own self and promote her own self like that. Look how much, if Juliana Pena hadn't done what she done and they still made the fight, it wouldn't have been quite as many eyes on it. You know what I'm saying? They still would have been eyes on it, but it wouldn't have been eyes on it like the kind of eyes that was on it. You know what I'm saying? So, Carla got to do that. Listen to Aaron Blanchfield. Aaron Blanchfield already planting them seeds so that when Aaron Blanchfield, when she get up there, what she's saying won't be something that you ain't heard say before. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta do it, man. Juliana Pena to talk the world of MMA, women's MMA a lot. From the call out to the victory. Juliana Pena done talk WMMA scene a lot, bro. And y'all know that shit too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man.
But BJ, you talking flyweights now, and we got a fight coming up tomorrow. Strawweight fight, and a lot of people, we've been talking about this fighter. Her name is Amanda Lemos, right?
Yeah.
And other day we were talking about how good she looks, the potential she shows, and the possibility of her getting a title shot. And I couldn't help but remember you bring up somebody named Casey O'Neill.
Oh yes.
That kind of looks like they're in the same boat, man. You gotta help me out, man. Like right now.
Oh man.
I mean,
text in the chat that can only do so much. I gotta hear you. I gotta hear you speak. You gotta tell me something. I don't know if that was like a bot, taking control of your ID. So since you in the flesh, go ahead and talk to me.
Look, I'm gonna be the ref. Y'all go ahead.
Guys, listen. Now I told y'all that I tested positive for the vid. I'm over here tearing this salad up. Can't taste can't taste nothing, y'all. But I'm so hungry that I am literally sitting here remembering what these salads taste like. I eat these.
You just remember.
Bro, listen, I'm so hungry though because I haven't ate because can't taste anything. So I'm so hungry though. I put all the fixers on it. Vinegar, ranch, everything. Can't taste a lick, but I'm tearing it up like I can taste it, boy. But anyways, what I was saying about, you know what I'm saying, like, I just don't understand how man, Combo, we have been down this road before, man. I don't want to open
I
this
just put the
can.
link of your video in the chat too, so people can watch it. You know, Casey O'Neill in her assignment.
Casey O'Neill, y'all, I think y'all going a little too hard on Casey O'Neill, talking about her skill set, talking about, her hands and how she's not that well-rounded. But like I said in the video, if my memory serves me right, Casey O'Neill was the one in the Antonina Shevchenko fight, arguably the best striker that she's faced. She was up in Antonina's face, landing the better shots. If I'm not mistaken, Casey O'Neill's jab was eating up Antonina Shevchenko. I'm just saying, like, I'm thinking, like, wait a minute, they go so hard on Casey like that, and I'm like, Casey's striking ain't that bad, like her skill set ain't that bad. Combo calls her unpolished and other stuff like that. She looked pretty polished in that Antonina fight. So
she's still a little green. She's still a little green.
Okay.
Ain't nothing wrong with that though, man. I'm like, she's only 26 years old. I mean, you can either go up or down. Like Macy Barber was green when she came in, and you can see she let her mouth get ahead of her. So where's she at now? Right? And I'm just saying that the same thing could happen to Casey if she believes that she's not polished, or if she believes that she is polished now.
But that in of itself, though, is, based on her interviews, it's like she turned down the Macy fight because she said, based on, what her coaches are telling her, listen, let's take some time to, like, work on stuff and this, that, and other. That's why she's not fighting until February 12th. She's just like my other two, like Loopy and freaking, Cheyenne. Those two is fighters. They don't give a fuck. They're going to fight. You give them a fight, they're going to take it. And even Loopy herself now is, taking some time working on some things. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, even though, yeah, she, she says, yeah, I feel like I'm just as good as these girls, this and other. She still took the time. Like, I feel like her not taking that Macy Barber fight, in all honesty, does give her a little bit of separation from Macy Barber. Because Macy's going to be like, yeah, I'll take that fight. You flip the reverses.
Macy's injured. So Macy got to worry about Montana De La Rosa when they both come back. You know what I'm saying? But if an opportunity, listen, fighting Macy, where Macy is right now is a high risk, low reward in a way. But when they put somebody like Roxanne in front of you, when you've seen the type of catapult that girls get when they beat Roxanne, you know what I'm saying? Like Casey O'Neill, this goes from a high risk, low reward to a high risk, high reward fight. Absolutely, I would pass Macy Barber to fight Roxanne Modafferi if I was Casey O'Neill. You damn right. Especially when Roxanne is picking somebody lower ranked, hoping that she can starch them before she retires. Absolutely. Let's go, Casey O'Neill.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Like, again, I'm not saying she's in the same boat as Macy now, because I'm comparing her to like Macy when she first started. Like when Macy first started, she was just doing mad talking. She was ready for Valentina, everything. But I give Casey a lot of credit for not taking that Macy Barber fight. So yeah, that shows that she knows that she needs to work. Like, it's telling you right there. Like, if she was polished, she would have taken the fight. But if she's not, her team told her not to because there's still some stuff to work on. That's the only point I'm making. But comparing her to like Amanda Lemos, like, who do you think looked title shot worthy? Because that's what we were talking about the other day. Like, who looks closer to title shot worthy?
What I was saying was like, What is the? Tell me what Amanda. Tell me what you see with Amanda Lemos. What Amanda Lemos has done that makes you put that future title challenger into that. No, fuck that. Y'all didn't say future title challenger. Y'all said future champion. So what
Who
has
says who's
Amanda?
champion? Oh
Tell
boy.
me instead of
I,
telling me what Casey O'Neill hasn't done. Tell me what Amanda Lemos has done.
okay, before I do that though, I'm gonna say I'm not speaking for the chat because I never said she was champion. I said she looked like somebody that's ready to challenge for that belt, but she's went in there and dominated the level that she's on. You know, she's finished all those fighters and said, okay, nobody has the stand up that can hang with me. Nobody has a ground game that can hang with me. She stopped everybody in the first round. She put pressure on all of them that they couldn't handle it. So your next step is Angela Hill. If she finishes Angela Hill the same way, it's time to graduate, get into them top tens. You know, and I think her skills right now look a lot more polished than the one that ducked her, Nina Azroff. You know, she's not taking that fight. So that tells you something right there that her skills are on another level
You
when
said the
fighters
one
don't want
that
to fight her. You look, I love Tisha Torres, but Tisha Torres did not take that fight. Michelle Waterson did not take that fight.
Tisha's different though. Tisha, she's not trying to fight down because
Yeah,
she
she wants to
just
fight
won
up.
2 in a
Exactly.
row.
Yeah.
So
But
that's
even then,
different.
but even then, like if she wanted to get a stay active fight, because Sam Hughes and Brianna Van Buren, those are her back-to-back wins. Like if she wanted like a real test just to say my skills are better, she probably would have taken it, you know. But I understand her fighting up option, you know, her decision to fight up. I understand that. But Alamos is already bringing heat to fighters before they even get into the octagon. You know, there's always like a second guess here. You know, they're second guessing themselves. Where Casey O'Neill again, she's younger. It comes down to the young level and what they learn. Like Amanda Lambo's already 34. Like she looks a little bit more developed. That's all I'm saying. Like she said it herself. She beats
Well, I
Angela
mean,
Hill.
age is nothing because Aaron Blanchfield,
No. I know
you
age is
know.
nothing, but I'm saying like she's developed though. She's mature. Like age is something too because like your mind's in a better state of where you need to be. Like Manon, she's mature. You know, they already know like this is it for us. So we only get one chance. When you're younger, your mind is still wandering. Like Miranda, like she's still doing other things. You know, everybody else that's already like 30, they're ready to go because they know this is it. In a few more years at 40, you know, this is their last chance. So I think Lamos is more so goal oriented. And that's forcing her to train harder and look better. That's all I'm saying.
Well, what I was saying about Casey O'Neill is, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think Casey O'Neill, man, I think her skill set is a little more together than what y'all give her credit for. Especially going back and watching the Antonina fight and looking at how she was landing those clean, straight shots down the pipe on Antonina, putting pressure on Antonina, had Antonina on the back foot, had Antonina, world champion Muay Thai fighter, on a, you know, second guessing what strike to throw. So you telling me this scrappy, non-polished grappler, before there was even any takedowns, there was any thought of a takedown, even though we know that that's what Casey O'Neill does. She had Antonina Shevchenko second guessing what strike to throw. When does a Muay Thai champion like that? You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is that Casey O'Neill on the feet can present problems as well. Not only on the ground, but also on the feet. Especially after going back and watching that fight. I'm like, okay, yeah, because the way y'all say it all the time, like y'all talk about her skills, and y'all talk about how her hands are out there, and then you start, that's like, it goes into your brain. Like I start to think that, like, wait a minute, her hands not good until I actually go back and watch her fight. So I'm like,
they're okay.
Like this is what not good hands looks like.
No, that's what average hands look like. I'm trying to tell you her hands could be better. Like Amanda Lemos' hands are
But
it.
when you're a fighter that fights like Casey O'Neill, you don't have to have the best hands. That's the
You
beauty.
gotta
That's the beauty of being that type of fighter. You don't have to have the best hands to be effective.
right. But you gotta have some what of a defense though. I mean, or your head's gonna get snapped back like in that Laura Procopio fight, you know. quite a few times. You know what I mean? Like your head's gonna get snapped back. You got to be a little bit more polished coming in, like with these clinches, because she got hit with some body shots by Shannon Dobson. You know, Shannon Dobson is just not well put together to take her out, but she got hit with some good body shots coming in. You know,
It
and
could
again, that's all I'm saying
also
is like there's some work that needs to be done. That's all.
there might
I'm
be also a
ready for some
factor
rebuttal.
of I'm sorry, what did you say?
Go ahead, 2B. I'm waiting on you.
He
It
over there
could be
not
that
smiling.
it could be that like she adjusts to whatever the level of competition is at. So she probably said, you know what, yeah, I could stick to my P's and Q's, you know, with the whole defense, but I know Shannon Dobson is less likely to hurt me. Now that I'm not saying that's a great decision, but I don't know. Like maybe it's like, you know what, I'm willing to eat these shots to go in and do what I want to do. I don't know.
Right. Yeah, because like Robot Chicken said, she's got heart. Like her heart's a big part of her style.
Brian Williams said Casey was just ducking her head and throwing. No, she was not in that Antonina fight. No, she wasn't. So maybe you need to go back and watch that fight, Brian, because that's not what she was doing. She was throwing straight. She was throwing straight punches down the pipe to the nose of Antonina Shevchenko. Stop playing.
But okay, BJ, let's go back to the original question though. So do you don't think that Lemos is more so closer to a title shot than Casey O'Neill, going by what you see? Yes or no?
That's not my argument.
That was mine though.
My argument is, how can y'all say that about her and not say it about Casey O'Neill? I'm telling y'all, this is something that
how can I say she's not close, like title shot material?
They both are. They both are realistically 2 to 3 fights away from a title shot. Especially if Casey O'Neill beats Roxanne Modafferi.
Lemos is, number 11 right now. I mean,
they not
the only thing holding her back is people that don't want to fight her. So
if Casey O'Neill beats Roxanne, she'll be in the top 10. Like, let's just be real. If Manon beats Jessica Eye, she'll be in the top 10.
Where's Roxy right now?
If Casey O'Neill beats Roxanne, she'll be in the top 10.
I can't look because my damn browser.
Okay, yeah, I'm pulling it up. Oh yeah, y'all keep talking, BJ. I'm just looking it up. Roxy's number 12 right now. So at most she'll probably be 12 or 11 because Alexa Grasso is 11, and if Alexa Grasso fights Vivian Rujo, winner of that fight more than likely is probably going to be, well, Vivian Rujo might stay the same, but Grasso might elevate to 7 or 8. So that fight might push her up to the outside of top 10. Manon might get to the top 10 before her because Manon has a higher ranked opponent, Jessica Eye.
True.
What's Eye at?
Jessica Eye is at number 10 right now.
Oh.
But they fight in March, so she might fall a couple spaces too, though. But
man,
I don't
just
know,
like.
man. I can't say Lemos and O'Neill are in the same boat, though, man. I just can't.
But this is the thing, though. Like, how can you look at Lemos? I'm telling you, back to what I was saying, Combo. Y'all, when I say y'all, I mean like you and some of the people in the comment section. Like, y'all don't appreciate that skill set. That's what it boils down to. That's really what it really what it boils down to. Like, Combo, you favor striker heavy people. You may not notice it, but you do.
No, I like her style, man. Casey got style, but her style right now is not like world beater level.
Okay, it's you saying her style is not, but you're saying that Lemos' style is.
Yeah, it is because it's been shown. Like, look at how polished she is. Look at how she turns her punches over. Like, look at her approach on the ground. Like, it's much more educated. It's like it's ready to be tested against a top 5 opponent now. You know what I mean? Like, she's not going to be getting hit with BS shots. Like, you won't see her getting her head snapped back by certain shots. You know what I mean? Like, she's going to control.
But she gets up to strikers like Marina Rodriguez, Joanna Young Jacek, and Rose Namajunas, I bet you damn well she will.
Yeah, because
I bet you good and
it's going to
well
be
she's gonna see
50-50.
her head get snapped back.
Oh, of course, like because that's that level of fighter. It's going to be more of a competitive fight, but you won't see her getting her head snapped back at this level. That's my point. She's already looking polished to a level where we need to see her tested against the top 7 and up now.
Let's see what she does against Angela Hill before we say that. Because Angela Hill might knock her around that octagon if Angela Hill is on, tomorrow night.
But what'd you say?
If Angela Hill is on her shit, we might see Angela Hill snapping her head back.
I don't know about that. Hey, BJ, you said yesterday, don't get your hopes up. I remember that.
Don't get your hopes up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just glad that so many of the new prospects finally getting them ranked opponents, man. Yeah, now we just waiting on Loopy and like one other one that's still trying to get a ranked person. I can't think of the name at the moment.
Cheyenne.
Yeah, I think she need maybe one more unranked. But yeah, if we could get Loopy and then like someone at Flyweight, I feel like and Tracy.
Man, what?
If we could wait, like maybe even Tracy needs one more like unranked, but like those is the last of the like prospects that might be able to, compete with the like higher level.
No.
Say what?
Put Tracy
Cortez. What do you mean?
You said Tracy Cortez is another unranked opponent. Put her in there with Jillian Robertson. Let's see if she makes it out of
that. Yo, I don't like me personally. I'm not that high on Jillian Robertson. Like it's like
Jillian Robertson is the unranked killer. She killed them unranked girls. Stop tripping.
Except for
but like Miranda Maverick could like she had her back and wasn't able to do nothing with it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I'm like questioning it. You know what I mean? Like you have someone's back as a jiu-jitsu phenom. If you have like you see like Charles Oliveira, he got Dustin's back, it was a wrap. Dustin knew he was like, I'm pretty sure Dustin Poirier knows like several sweeps and this, that, and that. He didn't want to risk for a second giving Charles Oliveira his back. Miranda, on the other hand, for whatever reason, gives her back up. It's not the biggest deal. Like, it's not diabolical. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't for her. Now, Jillian obviously was able to submit, Zombie Girl or whatever. But that's someone who is not very good at jiu-jitsu. Like, I feel like anytime someone is like, at the very least, a pretty good jiu-jitsu practitioner.
Jillian's never been out jiu-jitsu. Let's be clear here. Jillian Robertson has never been out jiu-jitsu.
Marina, what was Myra Bueno Silva?
Hold on. Jillian Robertson has been out wrestled and out strength by Taylor Santos and Miranda Maverick. She was never out jiu-jitsu by those girls. She lost because she lost because they held her down. That's the only thing they did was hold her down. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's not think that they, you know what I'm saying, they beat Jillian Robertson to death or they had her in nasty submission, you know what I'm saying, submissions and shit like that, because that's not how it happened. The only person that's ever put Jillian Robertson in trouble was Maida Bueno Silva and Macy Barber. Those are the only two people who ever had Jillian Robertson in trouble. Other than that, they just held her down. So let's clarify how she lost.
I thought Taylor landed some good bombs on her too.
I mean, right? she landed some good elbows, but Jillian Robertson was never in trouble in that fight. She was never in trouble in the fight with Taylor.
She was bloody in that fight, though.
She had a cut over her nose, but she wasn't in trouble. Trouble is what Macy Barber put her in. Trouble is what Maida Bueno Silva put her in. What Miranda Maverick and Taylor, those losses she took to them, she was never in trouble.
Yeah.
Well, my debate was over like her like being a dominant like grappler. You feel what I'm saying? Like that was my thing. Cause like the whole thing is like really you mentioned I'm not sold on it because like the thing is like
right there he was like
No, she is a dominant grappler. That's what she does.
Because like the thing is she what you call Miranda's a brown belt, and a black belt had a brown belt's back. Like Dustin Poirier, I don't know what his rank is in belts, but
He's a
he's no
black belt.
slouch. So Dustin Poirier is a black belt,
Yes,
and he
he's a
want
black belt
nothing,
to BJJ.
and he wanted nothing to do with Charles Oliveira's submission game at all. Like when I look at Charles Oliveira, that's a dominant ass grappler. When I look at Jillian, now I know it's not fair 100% to compare those two, but I'm just saying, like, when
Hang
I
on,
think
y'all.
of
Keep
a
going. I'll be
dominant,
right back.
when I think of like a dominant grappler, I'm thinking, okay, no one wants nothing to do with grappling with them. Don't give them your back under any circumstances. Just let them pound you out. Like, forget that. Like, when I see Jillian, it's like, I know she's touted as the dominant grappler, but I'm just like, I don't see it. Like, maybe I don't see it for whatever reason.
Maybe you need to go watch that Courtney Casey fight. Maybe you need to go back and watch that again or something. Like, I don't know what you're looking at, Two Beasts, but maybe you need to go back and watch some Robertson footage. Maybe you need to go
will.
see. Maybe you need to go look and see how she dominated Poliana Botelho when Poliana Botelho was supposed to go out there and knock her out. When the big physical Courtney Casey, who's going around hollering she's the best athlete in WMMA, you know what I'm saying? How Jillian Robertson mangled Courtney Casey on the ground. Like, you've seen Jillian Robertson lose, and then that's what you've seen her lose. So, her losses are what's sticking in your brain when I'm looking at her losses and her wins outweigh her losses by a lot. For me. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that because she lost some valuable fights, but her wins look better than her losses.
Well, yeah, like, so you got a point, because I have only seen, I think, like, her last 3 or 4 fights, I think. And it includes the Miranda one, the Tyler one.
Well, if that's when you started watching her fight, then then you don't have a complete picture of Jillian Robertson.
Yeah. So, I will admit it's not the most fair.
Okay.
But it's just gotta. I'm only going off of what I've seen lately. Maybe so I have to go back and watch. But I don't know, man. Like, in terms of the Casey versus Jillian fight, I don't know, man. Like, to me, it's like she will more than likely go towards the striking. Like, okay, put it this way: Jillian striking versus Casey striking.
Well, of course, Casey O'Neill's a better striker than Jillian Robertson, but you comparing that, if it was a striking war, then of course Casey O'Neill will probably win that because Jillian doesn't have a lot of power behind her. She's not that good on the feet. But in a mixed martial arts fight, that's a totally different fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a totally when you're talking about it in the UFC cage, if they made that fight, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a tricky fight.
Well, yeah,
because I would say that Casey O'Neill is not as tight as Jillian Robertson on the ground. You know what I'm saying? Like, Casey O'Neill is very good on the ground, but she is not as tight as Jillian Robertson on the ground. So that's different. Like, striking wise, there's a gap there as far as strike. There's a gap. Listen, Jillian Robertson is always going to be at a disadvantage when it comes to striking. So we shouldn't even really talk about that because we know that she's not a striker. She's always going to be at a disadvantage there. So with Jillian being, that's why I call Jillian a gambling fighter. With that gambling, risky style that Jillian Robertson has, where she's a specialist, she's a pure jiu-jitsu girl with good wrestling. You know what I'm saying? When you that type of fighter, you got to take that gamble. And she's small. So she gonna run into girls like Taylor Santos that's bigger than and stronger than her, and Miranda Maverick. So she'll lose that fight. She's gonna run into girls like Macy Barber, who can stun her and stop her from doing what she wanted to do to him. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna happen.
Well, you know what, BJ? You kind of helped me prove my point about Casey O'Neill because, like I said, her ground game is still a little sloppy. Remember, like I said, you said
ground game is sloppy, but
you said Jillian's is much tighter. So I'm telling you now that Casey O'Neill is not title shot material just for that fact because this is a grappler heavy division. You can't be sloppy like that.
That's true. That is true. But you know, we'll see.
Like
We'll
it can be
see.
worked on. Like that's all I'm saying. Like it's not gonna compete with Jennifer Maya. Not right now. I mean, maybe in a few more fights. That's the point I'm proving. But what I'm saying with Lamos though, like hers is okay. It's two different styles, but this is MMA. Her style is gonna get her to the belt faster than what Casey O'Neill is doing. That's all I'm saying. Like she's
Mm.
gonna she'll she'll knock out. She'll probably knock out Zhang Wei Li before you see Casey O'Neill submit Jennifer Maya. That's my point. Is like she's polished where she needs to be to get her to a title shot, whereas Casey O'Neill is still growing.
Well,
I can't agree
the
with
thing
that. I'm sorry, man.
the thing about
Okay.
Lamos though is she's in a division where like it's like very strike heavy. Outside of your
Right.
Mackenzie Dern and Carlos Sparza, it's mostly those very dangerous strikers and like those high frequency strikers like Tisha and stuff like that. But don't Tisha got like a wrestling like base as well though? Like real good wrestling base?
Yeah. She's a very good wrestler. She's strong. Yeah. She
So
gave Zhang
yeah,
Wei Li trouble in their fight. So yeah.
so outside of those three though, it's mainly you gotta have well developed striking and like she's got like diabolical hands. So
Yeah.
it's like her path might
But you gotta have
her
more than diabolical hands to get to the top of 115 pounds.
well yeah.
You gotta have more than that.
Kick. She's got the kicks. She's got the ground game.
But
But yeah.
okay, what would you what's better for Lemos?
I say her
Her ground game
kickboxing.
or her striking?
I say her striking, her kickboxing, her striking. But I think her ground game is underestimated to the point where she can still use that to her advantage. Like if she drops you and you don't get knocked out, she still has the ability to submit you.
Can that same exact phrase that you just used, that same exact statement, can that not be applied to Casey O'Neill? Could that not be applied to Casey O'Neill? Her ground game is good, but her hands are underestimated, and they people don't give her enough credit that she can throw good strikes on the feet like she did
But
against Valentina Shevchenko. So if she can't get you down and you stuff the takedown, she can land nice, clean, straight punches down the pipe.
are they as pretty though? Are they as fundamentally sound? Is she's fundamentally as sound than when she goes in
Did they
punches?
work? Did they work?
Against what competition?
Did they work?
Hey, hey,
Against
They
the
both
combo,
competition.
man.
they both fighting the same level competition.
Hey, combo. Look, I
But
mean, aside from that jab, um, freaking Pena did not have the best technique in the world. I'm just saying.
Khabib didn't have the best technique either. Khabib didn't have the best technique. Who else?
they don't have the best, but they had good technique. You didn't. It wasn't. It's not
They had
average.
effective technique. They had
Good
effective.
and effective.
There's a
It's not
difference,
average. My
combo.
point is, it's not average. You can't have, or excuse me, below average.
Well,
You
I
can't have
mean,
No
green
matter how
technique.
technical it is,
Look,
it's whether or not
Mackenzie
it's
Dern.
working.
If her hands were, if Mackenzie Dern's hands were good, or if they were average, she would be getting somewhere. But hers is green. Casey O'Neill's hands are green, so it's only going to look good against this competition.
right,
But it still
but
comes down to her ground game and her clinch game that's getting her these wins. Whereas Amanda Lemos, she's starching girls with her hands.
right, combo. I get that, but what I'm saying is Mackenzie Dern has not found a way to make her striking effective enough. You see what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we love
put
to see Mackenzie Dern slinging leather out there, but you know, you got to have some kind of control to the chaos, like what we saw with Juliana Pena. Juliana Pena toned it down enough to where it was effective. Habib used his very effectively. No, it wasn't technically sound at all. Khabib was an ugly puncher who didn't know how to throw a jab until he fought Dustin Poirier. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, Habib didn't have the best striking either. You know what I'm
a,
saying? But
com-
it worked.
a combo. So
Yeah.
the main thing with Casey, right, is that it's a lack of skills. Her hands are green, this and another. Now, another person that comes to mind who was able to gain some success and didn't have great technique and was very, strength oriented and very aggressive is a Jessica Andrade. She was able
Bingo.
to beat
Bingo.
someone
Different
like
animal.
Rose and beat Caitlin Chukagian, who's a very technical, point style fighter.
Bingo.
That's a different animal. Jessica Andrade is under Valentina. She's stronger and more powerful than any of them. She's more powerful than any
But
of them.
she's not
She's the
technical.
exception to the rule. Like,
She's not
what
technical
happened
though.
when she stepped her game up against a solid striker? She got pieced up by Joanna. Joanna exposed that. She shut it down. As soon as if you got the right hands, if you got physical strength and takedown defense, she's done. She's done. Jessica Andrade is special. I mean, one hit punches, one hit quitter, strength. Under Valentina, she's in her own boat, just like Valentina. So I can't use her. Like Casey O'Neill, she's just going off of natural abilities against the fighters that she's around right now. She still needs more. And this is my point. Brian just brought up BJ. He said, so you disagree that Casey is still growing? See, my point is she's still growing. That's what we're getting at.
Yeah, she's
Like
still
Jessica
going.
Andrade is
Yeah,
so
she's still
powerful.
going, but she's
Yeah,
good.
my phone about to die, y'all. Damn.
Okay.
Yeah,
Get your
she's growing, but where she's at right now, she's good. Like she has room to grow because she's so young and fresh in the game. Same can be said for Erin Blanchfield. You know what I'm saying? Erin Blanchfield looked good out there, but she still got room to grow. I'm not saying Casey O'Neill ain't got no room to grow, but what I'm really saying is that where she's at the moment is good. She's still a good fighter. She's still showing good stuff out there, and stuff that y'all say that she's not doing good, she is doing good. So I'm confused. That's just where I get confused. You know what I'm saying? And TJ just a troll. TJ mad because Amanda Nunes went out there and got her ass whooped. He didn't want to bet on that fight. He didn't want to bet. He always holler about he want to bet. He didn't want to bet on Juliana Pena versus Amanda Nunes because in the back of his mind, like the rest of y'all knew that Juliana Pena was going to win the fight. But once again, I'm not surprised. So it is what it is on that. But Casey O'Neill is still going out there and winning fights, and she's doing. We're seeing her striking, and we're seeing her grappling. So
right. Well, you hit the nail on the head with what I'm just trying to prove. You said she looks good for where she's at. That's all I'm saying. I mean, there's some fighters you can say, damn, this looks like it could take them somewhere else. Like they've already got something. Like I said, like Manon has a few things that stand out where you can say it's time for her to be tested because she's looking better than a lot of these fighters that she's around. That's my point. I'm proving you with Lemos. Like Lemos,
somebody got to be thinking that about Casey O'Neill to give her for to one, put her in the rankings, and for two, give her the fight against Roxanne.
Well, no, it's not that they're thinking about it. It's the fact that she got 3 stoppages. She got her wins. Like whether or not she's got what Manon has, or she's just average, she still got her 3 wins. So that's going to get her into the rankings. Like it's not just eye test or a gift. She earned those 3 wins. So yeah, I definitely say she's number 15. But as far as beating the number 5 and number 7, I'm still like on the fence because the number 5 or number 4, Jennifer Maya, still has levels of experience over. I mean, she'll get there one day, possibly. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying.
Okay, so let me put it like this then. So you think that Amanda Lemos can go in? So okay, you're saying that Casey O'Neill couldn't go in there and fight Jennifer Maya. So
not right now.
So can Amanda Lemos go in there and fight Zhang Wei Li? Can Amanda Lemos go in there and fight Andrade?
Absolutely.
And be successful?
Absolutely. I think she could beat Zhang Wei Li. I think she could beat Zhang Wei Li. You know why I say that? Because as soon as she stepped up to elite status, she failed against Rose Namajunas, right? I mean, whether or not you think she won that second fight, I felt like she edged it out, but it could go either way. She lost. Then she fought the wrong fight against Joanna, almost lost that fight. She played the counter puncher, landed a good punch against Andrade, who has no basic striking IQ. Before that, like I said, she had a struggle with Tisha Torres a couple rounds. She beat her. She beat Jessica Aguilar. She beat Danielle Taylor. I mean, those aren't really like really, really tough opponents that were really posing the same type of fundamentals that Amanda Lemos has. So Zhang Wei Li is not really hip to that type of striking. I mean, she already showed that against Rose Namajunas. So I think she could definitely beat her. And because, again, that comes down to the type of styles in the division. You know what I mean? Like Amanda Lemos, she has those better fundamentals than Zhang Wei Li. Zhang Wei Li's not really used to that type of style. You know, she's going to want to try to play counterpuncher, but Lemos has the IQ in the feints. She has that style. But Jennifer Maia, you know, she has better boxing. She's like a better polished version of Casey O'Neill. All I'm saying is Casey O'Neill has to polish up, and then she could beat her. That's all I'm saying, BJ.
They
I'm
both,
just saying she's a few steps ahead of her.
Like I said, but you're saying that as if I haven't made the comment that Casey O'Neill has room for improvement. Like, she has room for improvement. I recognize that she has room for improvement. Casey O'Neill is not the perfect fighter out here. I'm not saying she's the perfect fighter out here.
Right.
But what I'm saying
understand that Lemos,
we got to give her more credit. We got to give her more credit. Like, y'all are more harsher on people with that skill set. Like, I'm gonna
give her I'm giving her the credit that she deserves. I'm not gonna give her the same as Lemos though. Like, Lemos is a few steps ahead of her. That's all. I give her more credit than Joe Jewell. I give her more credit than Montana as of right now. I give her more credit than Jillian Roberts because she's top 15. They're not top 15. So I give her
Montana
more
was top 15 60 days ago. So I mean, what does that really mean?
That means a lot because she can't go on a 3-fight win streak like Casey O'Neill. Right?
She's already done it. She's already been on a 3-fight winning streak, and they fought her out.
Okay, she done that, but she should. Okay, if she did that, she should be top 10. Then she should be top 10 now.
Oh, I'm pretty sure everybody agrees that Montana and Jillian Robinson got shitted on with the ranking thing. We all agree with that. Yes, she should be still ranked at this moment. Yes, absolutely. But we all know they got shit. Them two of all got the most shitted on when it comes to the rankings. So I get that. You know what I'm saying? And with that being said, the rankings only mean so much when you got fighters who have won as many times as De La Rosa, and she can barely hold on to a number 14 or 15 spot. That's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's ridiculous. But you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't, just because she's got that number 15 spot, I wouldn't say she's above, you know, everybody who's not ranked, because that wouldn't be true. Like, her and Manon aren't better than every single person that's not ranked just because they're number 14 and 15. And we can't say that because when Montana was 14 or 15, everybody was still saying that she sucked. So we can't say that Manon and Casey O'Neill are better than all the unranked girls, because when Montana was ranked, she still was worse than some of the girls who were unranked, according to y'all.
That's where I'm confused though, because if you feeling like she's title shot material, you should
I'm not feeling like she's title shot material.
Okay, so she's not there. Okay, all right.
Yeah, I'm not feeling like her or Lemos are title shot material at this current moment. Neither one of them are.
I gotta say Lemos is closer though. Lemos is higher ranked and she's winning. She's winning in much dominant fashion too.
That's to be determined. Like, it's a little early to say she ready for title. Like, it's early. Like, I don't see how. What is Amanda Lemos's ranking?
She's number 11 right now.
Yeah, like, I don't understand how a 15th ranked fighter can't be, but a number 11 ranked fighter can be. Like, that's
well, if people pull out of your fights, you know, it's gonna hold you back. You know what I mean?
That's true.
You know, like Taylor Santos, she had like 14 pullouts throughout the UFC career. You know, that's been holding her back. So
that's true. That's true, but you know,
I would say, look, I might be more on the Casey train than y'all, because I'm saying Casey O'Neill is, I think she's more so hungrier than Montana and Jillian Robertson. Like, I think Casey is in a better mind state than them, and I think her kill switch is better.
Ooh, whoa.
See, okay. I think her
Whoa,
kill switch is
whoa.
better than theirs, and
Okay.
I think that it gets her the wins in the fashion that she needs them at this point. But technically, she just needs to get better. She just needs to start tightening up on everything. But she's ranked above them for a reason because she's 3-0 now. And if she gets better as a fighter, then you'll see her go in there and dominate Roxanne. Like, I'm not saying she will, but if she does have what I think she has, that's better than theirs, she'll dominate Roxanne because that's what she has to do to really, really prove my point that I think she's better than them. So
Yeah,
as
but
right now,
I see all three of them beating Roxanne. Like I see Casey beating Roxanne. I see Jillian Robertson beating Roxanne. I see Montana De La Rosa beating Roxanne. They all three beat Roxanne.
mm-hmm.
So I mean,
Well, you know what? I take that back about Jillian. I say Jillian still has a big kill switch. She just needs more tools to her game
right.
because she will go in there and bash your head in like on the ground. Like she will go in there and put it together. So I take that back about Jillian.
See, it's a Montana thing. Y'all got it's something about Montana that y'all just don't click with. I get it. I get it. It's Montana. Like I don't know how I don't understand how you guys don't see her as it is what it is. But Montana has more tools than Jillian Robertson, but you see Robertson is more of a threat. Like Montana can sit girls down, like she's sat girls down with punches, you know what I'm saying? And she's destroyed girls, she submitted girls and TKO girls on the ground, man. And you know,
I just don't think she pulled the trigger. She won't pull the trigger.
She's a more complete fighter than Jillian Robertson.
Yeah. I just don't think she pulls the trigger enough though, man. Like she won't pull the trigger. Like if Jillian had hands, she would be a
They
threat.
would be lethal.
Yeah. They would be lethal. Like
Yeah.
her game would be lethal, you
Right.
know? Rhonda said, do you think anybody will beat Rhonda's title defense record? I think probably Valentina will do it.
Yeah, probably Valentina.
Valentina's already tied with it.
Yeah, I would say Valentina. Unless she fights Taylor Santos next. Like that fight is up in the air for me, dude. Like I can't just. It's hard for me just to, now. This people think I hate Valentina Shevchenko. I don't, because in these fights, in these title defenses, I have picked Valentina to win more than I haven't. The only people that I have picked to beat Valentina Shevchenko in these title defenses has been Jessica Andrade and Joanna Jędrzejczyk. Those are the only two people that I picked to beat Valentina Shevchenko. The other title defenses she's had, I picked. Those are the only fights that I picked against Valentina. The rest of the fights, I've said she's going to win this fight, and she ends up winning these fights. Now I've said, such and such can do this or can do that, but I got Valentina winning. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, Taylor Santos brings a different thing. You know what I'm saying? She brings a different type of demeanor to a fight with Valentina. Like I think she'll be like Jennifer Maia and not phased at all.
Right.
Like just
yeah.
not phased.
Yeah, she's definitely gonna be bringing something different. What do you think about Erin Blanchfield's words, man? She said Valentina's not unbeatable, and eventually she'll get there.
Man, you already know how I feel about that. You asked me this when Miranda said it, and I told you, I'm gonna tell you the same thing I told you then. I ain't got no problem with her saying that, because that's what she's supposed to say. You know what I'm saying? Like, people got a problem with what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, people really out here got a problem with what Erin Blanchfield's saying. And I'm like, well, how can y'all have a problem with what Bryce Mitchell just came out and said the same shit the other day on Ariel Helwani. He just said the same shit. What is Bryce Mitchell featherweight? He lightweight, whatever he is, ranked at what? Who is he fighting? Edson Barboza. That's featherweight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he's ranked like number 10. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and this dude out here saying, like, he's a couple more fights, I want the title shot. Or the next fight, I want the title shot. If I beat Edson Barboza, I want a title shot. No, but this dude out here said, I feel like I beat Yair, I feel like I beat Max, and I feel like I beat Alexander Volkanovski. Now Bryce Mitchell undefeated, 2 twisters in the UFC history, 2 back-to-back twisters, the Ultimate Fighter winner. Like, might as well fucking cash all in on Bryce Mitchell. But nobody has a problem with Bryce Mitchell saying that. Like, everybody let him slide saying that. It doesn't, that doesn't apply. That you shouldn't be talking about the champ bullshit doesn't apply to every across the whole board in the UFC. The men's divisions don't deal with that backlash. You know what I'm saying? It's only when you get to 125 pounds do people have problems with you saying that you want to fight the champion. That's it. That's it. Only 125 pounds is where you have this problem. You know what I'm saying? So I have no issue with it. Jillian Robinson told me on a live interview that if they called her tomorrow to fight Valentina, say somebody falls out and they call her, she gonna take the fight because she feels like she can go in there and win that fight. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man. I ain't got no problem with that. Sorry, I went on a little tangent there, but it is what it is, bro.
No, it's real, man. I'm just saying, like, because she's saying, like, what everybody wanted Andrea Lee to say. I mean, Andrea Lee said, oh, Valentina is near perfect.
Yeah, that's some bullshit.
Where Aaron says, she's not unbeatable. She said, eventually when I get there, I'm going to be the one to do it. So, I mean, it just sounds like somebody is confident.
Let's go. People talk about, oh, everybody's already defeated before they fight Valentina. Then when somebody that's not talking like that comes out, then, oh, she shouldn't be saying that. Combo, I'm telling you, bro, that shit only applies to 125 pounds. Now tell me I'm wrong, bro.
No, you're not. You're not. It's a cult, man. It's a cult, man, because they're like, we're brainwashed to believe she's the greatest. Then when somebody comes along, it's like, wait a minute, she's just fighting tomato cans. But then when somebody actually wants her, it's like, oh no, you ain't gonna beat her. It's like, oh no, you ain't gonna beat her. You need to stop talking.
That's the thing about 125, bro. You gotta weed through that shit, man. You gotta weed through that bullshit. Like, I'm sorry, man, but you ain't gonna sit up here and tell me that this one human beats 25 other humans, and we not that she's beat them, but we just gonna assume that she can beat these other 25 humans. No, I'm sorry, man. You gotta show me more than that. Like, I gotta see this shit. Like, people saying, oh, she gonna like they're talking about Nunes Pena. Oh, you gotta show me Nunes going out there and knocking Pena off. Like, you gotta show me that. That's the only way it's gonna prove. You're gonna prove it to me that Amanda Nunes is gonna beat Pena is when I see Amanda Nunes beat Pena.
In the rematch, do you see it going the same way?
Yep.
Doing the same
No,
thing?
I see it being more taking place on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
I see Pena not playing that game, not gambling that on those numbers twice. I see the second time her taking it down and just keeping it there, and that being clinching Amanda, throwing knees in the clinch, taking the fight down. Like, that's the route I see her doing it the second time around.
Well, FTW LA said Valentina's overrated. I wouldn't say she overrated. It's just the fact that a lot of people are mentally beat before they get in there against her. I mean, Lauren Murphy was like, I was in there with Jordan. You know what I mean?
Right. No, that division wasn't made for her, man. That division wasn't made for Valentina. That division was made for the winner of Tough. That's who that division was made for. Nico Montano. That's who that division was made for. It wasn't made for Valentina. Valentina made the decision after that division was made to come down to 125 pounds.
Right. She said, I'm gonna come down here and take this belt. You know what I mean? So I was like, wait a minute, that's crazy.
Right.
Let me see. Ulysses said, how can you say the division was made for her? Or you mean wasn't made for her or was? Let's see what he says.
Maybe he meant to say wasn't.
Oh, wasn't? Okay.
No, that division definitely wasn't made for Valentina. That division was made because they wanted a new division. But Combo, I want to see the next season of Tough is gonna have flyweights.
It is, yeah. I heard that. Like,
so I mean, who
you think they're gonna get any unranked fighters, or are they bringing in new people? I'm curious. Like, who haven't we seen right now that you think it might be filming or something? That's what I got to know. Like, who's been under the radar?
Well, it ain't. I was thinking McFarlane, but it ain't McFarlane because she's doing other shit. I see her on social media.
Okay.
I could see McFarlane doing that though, but I don't think McFarlane. I think she would get that Michael Chandler treatment. You know, come right in and get a big fight.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I'm trying to think of these Bellator fighters, but
That
I
girl
don't.
Bruna Ellen. Somebody said Bruna Ellen might be one.
What about what's the girl from Invicta? I also heard what's her name? She fought McFarlane for the title. Ducote. I heard Ducote might just go back to 125.
Oh, really? Emily
Yeah.
Ducote?
I heard Ducote might go to 125 and do the tough show, but it was just a rumor. It was on Twitter. And I was
Oh,
like,
okay.
I don't know if Ducote would go back up because she's fighting in Invicta at strawweight, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I heard that, but I don't know, dude. You think it's just gonna be some girls we ain't really heard of? Maybe some LFA girls, because I mean that's where Montana and them came from. Montana came from LFA, and you know these girls came from everywhere when they fought before they came to went in the tough
That would
house.
that would be kind of crazy though, because we got a lot of them already right now, right? Like, we got like 20-something girls that ain't ranked now. So it's like, who else could they throw in there? Like, these girls like Kay Hansen already here. That Jasmine girl's here. Um, are they really going to do flyweight, or are they going to switch up and do
Bro,
strawweight or
it
something?
said women's flyweight, bro.
Women's flyweight.
Men's heavyweight, women's flyweight.
Dang, man, I wonder who it could be though.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like who is it? Maybe some girls that was on the Contender Series.
Rhonda said, "Bring in Nico back." No, she ain't gonna ever do
Nah,
125.
Nico ain't coming back. Nico.
Rhonda said, "I want to see
Maybe I
Pena
could
versus
see,
Valentina."
but maybe I could see some girl, maybe a couple girls from known girls from Bellator, but I don't see any of them girls leaving Bellator though.
No, and the ones that are there are still too green, man. Like Azaragova, Laredo,
Yeah, like
Kate Jackson. She's already been there, done that.
bro, but I'm telling you though, Afsaragova, if the right team got their hands on Afsaragova, bro, she could be a damn beast. Diana Afsaragova can be a beast, dude. Like with that kind of power, the way she put, I don't know if it was because Tara Graf done been knocked out so many times, but dude, she put Tara Graf down, bro.
Yeah, she put her down, man.
She put her down, dude. Like I was like, whoa. That post-fight video on my channel got like 12,000 views, like 13,000 views.
Shoot, man. Yeah, she got put out. That was a good one.
Yeah. So I mean, like, I just don't know where they would get maybe the regional scene, the lower level scenes is where they looking, maybe they looking at KSW, they looking at other places, you know what I'm saying, looking for the flyweight talent, so we'll see.
What's crazy is what if they do go to Invicta, they get that girl Brogan Sanchez, man.
Brogan
like,
Sanchez, yep.
She mauled Miranda, man. Like when they fought,
yeah,
like Miranda lost to her in Invicta, and she recently had a dominant victory in Invicta like a few months ago. So she might be one they throw in there.
I don't know, bro. I don't know what they're gonna do, bro. Like, I don't know what they're gonna do, but it's some flyweights. It's women's flyweight. So these girls are fighting for their spots. You know what I'm saying? So if you end in if you a flyweight in the UFC right now, and you end in 2021 with a dub, you don't feel too comfortable, but you can feel kind of comfortable. But if you lost, like if you ended the year with a loss, and you got this tough coming up, and you know what I'm saying, you got these cuts being made left and right. I mean, Liana Jojo blew it. She blew it. Like, she blew it. You know what I'm saying? Like, she came in on this Georgian wave. You know what I'm saying? Like, these Georgian fighters getting the golden spoon, the silver spoon. You know what I'm saying? And she fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And they letting you go. They letting these girls go. You know what I'm saying? Letting these fighters go, man. You know what I'm saying? So if you fucking up, especially if you're at 125, with this tough season coming, man, and as many girls is on the roster. I mean, how many girls are unranked right now? Like at least 15, 20?
Yeah, it's like a good 20 something. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Right. You know what I'm saying? So with all of these unranked girls, like you got JJ Aldrich out there, like all of these girls are a lot of these unranked girls better be ending the year on a win and better start the year off with a win too, dude. Like, because if they don't, somebody got to go, bro. Like Jillian Robertson better stay in the swing. Montana better stay in the swing. You know what I'm saying? Sarge better get a win and get the weight. Sarge got 2 beasts that she got to fight. You know what I'm saying? So she better get it under control. You know what I'm saying? But girls that's losing, you know what I'm saying? Like, whew. Lipsky lucky she got that win over fucking Mandy Baum.
Oh yeah, she was lucky she got that fight. She was lucky
like straight up.
She was probably like happy. She was probably like, "Oh man, they gave me somebody I can beat."
But who just recently
Montana was too much for her.
Who just recently lost that flyweight? Like, I'm trying to think.
Who recently lost?
I'm trying to think who just recently, like, who's some girls that recently lost that's in trouble.
Well, I won't say Miranda's in trouble, but she's 2-2 now.
Right.
Who lost that would be in trouble? Well, Courtney Casey bounced back with a win, right?
Courtney Casey, yeah, she beat Jojua.
Jojua's gone now, so
Jojua's out.
Let's see. Cachoeira,
you know what I'm saying? She ended the year on a loss. You know, what's the other girl name that lost? It's some girls that's not Calvillo. Yeah, somebody said Calvillo is in a weird spot.
Yeah, Calvillo. Yeah, robot. Calvillo. Yeah, Calvillo. And Rhonda said Antonina.
Antonina is in a weird position right now. Yeah, I forgot about Antonina. Like, damn.
I don't know though. Calvillo just looked damaged, man. I don't know what it is. She's like damaged goods, man. Yeah. I mean, mentally and like physically.
Damn, man. I still salty that they cut. It's crazy that you got girls like Antonina that's still there, but girls like Lucy Pudilova gone. Like, fuck, man.
Lucy Pudilova, like,
damn.
She's on her own. She's doing her own thing. She making money over there.
Yeah,
she's been on pay-per-views where she's at.
Yeah, for Octagon, yes, Octagon MMA, yeah, she over there fighting, dude. Like, I could see Lucy Pudilova coming back. Like, if she could become a champion over there, she'll probably be back. You think she will?
Her back. Yeah, I think she could. Like, I would bring her back. I mean, she's exciting.
Dude, Lucy Pudilova, dude, that girl could fight, dude, and she kind of was like Juliana Pena, like she fought emotionally, like emotional, you know what I'm saying? Like if you hit her, she get pissed off and get reckless and get wild, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh man, UFC's Moreau's don't fight, so we ain't even talk about Marina Moreau. Like, she don't even fight, so
she chilling, man. I mean, she doing something. I be seeing her IG. I'm like, yo, come on, are you training? What's going on here?
Right, man. Yeah, Antonina beat Lucy though. Yes, she did, but Lucy Pudilova was more of an exciting fighter than Antonina. Like, some of those fights that Lucy lost, you know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't before the fight. It wasn't like a foregone thing that she was going to lose the fight. Like,
right,
Antonina, Antonina done lost so much, and you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like you just know somebody going to beat Antonina. You know what I'm saying? I think Lucy Pudilova, if she wins that belt over there, she can come back to the UFC. Like, that's a good person to bring.
She might pop up in that tough house, man. You never know.
What if Pudilova pops up in that tough house, dude? But that's a great dude. That is a great person to have on there. Like, they cut Roxanne and put Roxanne back on tough.
She been on tough, like 2 times, right?
She was on that twice. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, dude. So I mean, like, that's a great person to have on shit, dude. They got Lucy Pudilova in there with a bunch of girls we don't know. That's what I'm picking to win the whole season. Shit. Straight up.
I'll take that. I was gonna ask you this. What do you think, man? Who do you think is gonna retire? Who besides Roxanne in 2022 in the flyweight division? Who do you think is gonna get retired? Dang, hold on one sec.
Okay. Can y'all still hear me? Can y'all still hear me? I don't know if he muted me or not. I don't know if y'all can hear me or not. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, 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 hello. Anyone out there? There. Man, FTWLA going hard, man. He said watching Valentina fight is like listening to GSP talk.
All right. So you said Chikagan would retire?
Yeah, I think that Chukagian, somebody said Valentina. No, definitely not Valentina.
No.
Somebody said Misha, not Misha. Murphy, I can hear that, yes. The FTWLA said watching Valentina fight is like listening to GSP talk.
Oh wow, man. Dang. He didn't say like as you fight. He said like he talk. Wow.
Wow. Damn, dude,
Yeah.
that's harsh, man.
Man. Hey, she still got the belt though. Yeah, I think if Caitlyn retires, it'll be by choice. Like I don't see anybody like beating her.
No, I don't see
Like I
nobody.
mean, I see her maybe losing, maybe, but it's not gonna be like a beat down where she chooses to retire because of that. She's gonna choose to retire because she want to do the family thing. So
Right, that's the main thing that's gonna stop it because she done lost. You know what I'm saying? Like if that was the case, then she'd have retired after Andrade finished her. Because that was a brutal knockout. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
when Andrade knocked her out, that was a brutal knockout. So I mean, I was expecting her to retire then because when I saw that, when I saw that, I was like, oh, she probably gonna retire because that was a hard knockout. Somebody said GDR. Sam McMahon, I can see, yeah. GDR, probably not.
yeah. GDR on her IG the other day, she was like, "I'm still fighting." She was like, "I'm still in the contract, and I love it." So, shoot, Jessica, I might be retiring depending on she looking this.
Boy,
Fight.
you crazy.
I'm just saying, man. Somebody
You
might
think,
get their walking papers.
you think Manon gonna retire, man?
Man, if she put it on her like Victoria Leonardo, like that type of fight, she'll get her walking papers, man.
Yeah, but we all thought that Adarujo was gonna beat Jessica too. Did Jessica beat Viviane Adarujo?
Yeah, she did, and she beat Caitlyn. I picked, man. They pissed me off, man. Like Vivian
Dude,
Rude pissed
what
me
if
off.
Jessica go? Dude, that would make you so mad. If Jessica would in there beat Manon Fiorito, dude, that would be.
I probably shut the channel.
That would
Nah,
be
I'm just
so
playing.
funny, dude. I'm sorry, but it would be funny because people just hate Jessica and they want to see somebody like Manon just knock her block off. You know what I'm saying? Did she go in there and just beat Manon? Boy, I'd be like, damn, Jessica beat Manon. Like, what?
Yeah, that would be, man. I don't know. I wouldn't know what to say, man. I would not know what to say because Jessica, I would go back to talking her junk.
Oh, dude. You already know, bro. As soon as
You
she
know what would
wins.
really piss me off though is if she did beat Manon and then not Courtney Casey, Casey O'Neill wound up beating her. I'd be like, dang.
If Casey O'Neill wound up beating Manon?
No, Jessica I.
Okay, say that. Start over. Say that. What's that last
No, I
thing you
said,
said?
what if it would really piss me off if I beat Manon and then Casey O'Neill winds up beating I.
Oh yeah. Because you already know what I'm gonna say.
Mm-hmm.
You already know I'm wearing your ass out. If that shit happens, boy,
I'm already gonna have I know you already have 10 videos.
Combo, no, I'm gonna wear his ass out if that happens, boy. Boy, I never let up. I never let it go. I'm like, dude, Mano couldn't even beat Jessica I, bro. Casey O'Neill went in there and finished Jessica I. But
I won't be able to live that down, so I'm not even gonna man. Mm.
oh boy, that's funny though, man. That's funny. That's funny. But yeah, man, like 2022, we talked about this before, dude. Like 2022 is gonna be a big ass year for the flyweights. Like and
Yeah,
2022 might be the resurgence of 135 with Juliana Pena being a champion.
yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? So it makes it, Yana will be back spring 2022. So she gonna drop that baby off and she'll be in the gym the next day. So I mean, you got Kuniskaya coming back. So I mean, 2022 might jump off.
yeah. I'm excited about the division because the flyweights, throughout 2021, the fights been coming, man. They've been coming, and they put Bellator's flyweight division to shame right now. I mean,
Yeah,
Bellator's
really.
only fight like once a year,
Right.
and really, like, yeah, the flyweights have had more fights than the bantamweights in the UFC. Robert Henry said her walking papers or her crawling papers. Yeah, her
Telling you.
crawling papers. Her roller up out of there. What about what was who's that one girl that beat Hannah Goldie? They fought at 125. Do you think she would be in that tough house? The tall girl. She was like tall girl moved up to 125. She beat Hannah Goldie like a few months ago.
You
What was her
talking
name?
about
Was it Belbita?
Diana? No. Belbita
Let me
fought
look.
Jojua.
That's right. That's right.
She fought Jojua. Miranda, not Miranda Granger.
The dark hair. Can't remember her name. Hold on. Let me look it up. Yeah, it was Belbita. Yeah. It says Diana Belbita.
Really?
Yeah. Hannah Goldie had fought her. Yeah. I kept thinking of somebody else, but yeah,
They
it was
fought
her.
at strawweight.
No, they moved the fight up to 120. Or it was strawweight?
Yeah, that was a strawweight
Okay.
fight because I was surprised that Belbita went because I was like, damn, she looked a whole lot better at strawweight than she did at
Yeah, okay, yeah.
flyweight.
Yeah, she went down. Okay, she went
Yeah,
down. I got you.
yeah, because Jojua finished her in like 25 seconds. That's why I was saying like at flyweight, I was like, damn, that's the girl that lost to Jojua. And when I seen the name, I said she's the one that lost to Jojua. She fighting at strawweight, and yeah,
Yeah.
she looked big at strawweight.
Yeah, she
She
did.
looked big
Yeah.
and long. Like she looked good, dude. Like that's somebody else that I was kind of hesitant to start talking about. Like I want to see her fight again, but Belbita looked good in that fight, dude.
Yeah.
Like her boxing looked really, really good, dude. Like her kickboxing looked really fucking good.
Shoot, Hannah Goldie looked big. She a little muscle head. Probably need to be 125,
Yeah, because when she fought Whitmire at 125, she just was a tank in there, bro. Like,
Yeah.
there was no way Whitmire was gonna win that fight.
Yeah, she gave Emily her walking papers.
Damn, dude, I hated to see that too, dude.
I did too.
I hated to see that, dude. But you told me today that she's in Invicta now, so let's see what Whitmire can do. Like, let's see if she can get it together, dude. Because Emily Whitmire can fight, dude. Like, I know people, her losses look bad, but she can fight, man. I like the way she fight. Like, she just need to put it all together, bro.
Yeah, man. What do you think the one Joanna at 125? I know some people say she don't need to go there, man. I think she need to be there.
I like it. I like Joanna 125. I like Joanna. She looked so good in that fight with Valentina, dude. Like physically, she looked so good, dude. Like that's the way I want to see her look. You know what I'm saying? Like when she was when they got into the cage and was standing across from each other, Joanna looked big, like she looked healthy, she looked full. You know what I'm saying? Like she looked good. She was faster. Her punches, had more pop to them. Like her kicks had more force behind them. Like she kicked Valentina in the face one time. Valentina ate that shit like breakfast. I couldn't believe that shit, dude. Like, I couldn't believe Valentina ate that shit like that. But yeah, Joanna looked better at 125, dude. Like, that's where she needs to be. She looked fuller around she looked fuller around her shoulders, and she looked fuller around the midsection too. Like, that's
she did.
where I noticed the weight from. She probably weighed like $130 in there, like $132 when they fought. Versus
She did.
Valentina.
Yeah, she
She was
looked
probably
good
heavier
there.
than Valentina.
Probably, yeah. I think she probably was, man, because she's got that frame too. And I was just like, the way she was able to stand up to Valentina, I was like, I don't know, man. These other girls might have trouble with her, man. That's why I don't know why
That's
Joanna
what
don't
I'm
want to take
saying.
that
Like,
chance.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like Valentina, Joanna, she looked, I hate to say it, but she looked bigger than Valentina when they was in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, she looked a little bigger than, because Valentina probably only weighed like 127, 128. You know what I'm saying? Like, Valentina really can make straw weight. You know what I'm saying? But like Valentina she walk around at like,
You think she can make straw weight
I think she can make straw weight. Absolutely.
and
Yeah.
look and be healthy? Like, because she said on Joe Rogan, like that's too. She was like, it might be a little too low for her.
I think she can make 115. She just don't want to. Valentina just don't want to cut weight. Like, that's just the thing with Valentina. Like, she just don't want to cut weight. So, and she never really made 135. If you want to be honest, like, she never really made 120. Never really made 135. So I think, maybe one time she weighed in at like 135. You know what I'm saying? But it was like, sometimes it was like 134, 132.5. Like, she would weigh in like that. You know what I'm saying? But she probably could I think she could make straw weight if she really wanted to, but it's not enough incentive for her to go down. One thing about Valentina, she gonna be comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like, she gonna be comfortable. She ain't gonna go too far out of her element. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because she gonna want to be at her best. So, but Joanna at 125, like, that fight with Chukagian, man, that's the fight. I've been saying that for like over a year now. Like, that's the fight.
Yeah, that
Chukagian
would be a
versus
good stand-up
Joanna.
fight. That would be a bomb stand-up fight.
Yeah. And I don't, it have no choice but to be a stand-up fight, because I don't think Chukagian's takedowns are good enough to trick Joanna and to get her down. Like, you gotta your takedowns gotta be spot on to take Joanna down.
Yeah.
It's gonna take Joanna down. And Chukagian's takedowns are sloppy.
Yeah, they are. That's why I was like, when I saw her taking Antonina down, I was like, Antonina, what are you doing, man? I was disappointed in her, man.
Yeah, Antonina, she's just not on that level, bro. Like, she ain't got it like that, bro. She can't handle it. She's not elite, bro. I hate to say that, but Antonina, she really is like close to retiring. Like, she might as well just go ahead and retire, because where's she gonna go?
Yeah, I don't. Everybody want to see her take a chance at 135, but if she does, it's like there's Carol Rosa there. You know what I mean? Like Julia Avila. Like, even them girls like that, I think would be too much for Antonina. Like Penny, like they are aggressive. You know what I
Right?
mean? And
Yeah.
that's like her weakness, is like fighters that push her. When I saw her get rocked by Andrea Lee with that left hook, I like felt bad for her, man. You were right. She got hit with that one shot. Like, her legs went to dancing. I was like, oh man, I was like, please don't let her knock you out like that. And then when she got that judo toss and threw her, I was like, oh man, this is terrible.
Yeah, dude. I done seen Antonina rocked a couple times, because she got rocked by Lipsky too.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, she did.
I don't know if I just don't. Antonina just don't seem like she's just as tough as Valentina. Let me put it like that. She's not as tough as Valentina. Like, they may have a very similar skill set, but Antonina doesn't have the same IQ. She don't have the same tenacity, and she's just not as tough. Like, yes, she's the older sister, but Valentina is the killer. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Antonina's a sniper. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like she'll take you out if you sleep on her, she'll take you out. But Valentina get up in your face and take you out. You know what I'm saying? So that's just it's just different levels,
Man, and them girls, they know it too, man. Because Andrea Lee, she all over Antonina, but as soon as you bring up Valentina, she's like, "Oh, hold up." She's like, "Wait a minute, I don't want to
What is
leapfrog
up
over
with that
everybody."
combo? I don't know what's up with it. What is up with that, bro?
And, and then Roxanne beat Antonina and Macy, and she was like, "I want Lauren Murphy." What kind of talk is that? Then you lose to Lauren Murphy. I would have rather fought Valentina, lost to Valentina, and got a bag. Got the money.
Right.
But she said, "No, I want Lauren Murphy." And Lauren Murphy whooped her. I was like, "Wow,
Yeah,
I don't
Lauren
get it,
Murphy
man."
whooped her. Lauren Murphy whooped her. Like
Yeah,
Lauren Murphy she whooped her, bro. Like,
yeah, man. That's what I'm saying. It's time for some of these girls to get their, retirements. Pass out some retirements. I mean, I'm gonna give JoJo a couple more just because this is her.
oh,
I'm gonna give her a couple more, man. Like I want to see JoJo versus Casey O'Neill in a grudge match. JoJo called her out on her parking in handicap spaces. You heard about that, right?
JoJo called out Casey O'Neill.
Yeah, parking in handicap spaces at the PI.
That's funny though. That's funny.
She shouldn't have been worried about that because that was before the Taylor fight.
But why would JoJo like that's funny to me? Maybe I'm high. But why would JoJo call her out for that? Like that's just like
I know it didn't sit well because some people were like JoJo's a snitch. I saw a lot of people saying JoJo, you a snitch. I was like, man. I mean, I thought it was funny,
it's
but
funny.
yeah,
And Casey O'Neill probably don't give a fuck either that she called her. Like Casey O'Neill don't give a fuck. Like she probably still parking in the handicap. Like she don't care, dude. Like, but
and Casey, if Casey get by Roxanne, she probably gonna call JoJo out for that. I can bet because they on Roxy and JoJo on the same team. She probably want to run through that team now.
bro, what you think? What you think, bro? What you think?
Yeah, she'll call her out.
You think? But do you think You think JoJo beats her, bro?
I think she can. I think, man, like the ground though, man. I'm worried about that ground. Like JoJo ain't never been. She can't turn into a fish overnight, man.
Nah, she can't. She can't
Well, it
turn.
ain't been overnight. I mean, she just ain't turned into a fish throughout her years in the game, man. Like she just don't swim well in there. So it would be trouble, man.
Man, 2022 gonna be interesting, bro. It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah,
Like I say we're gonna get some surprise shit before summer. Like the
like
fights that play,
spring.
right, yeah, like the fights that play out starting in January to
Mm-hmm.
just to June. January to June is gonna be a bunch of shit go down.
Yeah, because you got Roxy and Casey in
Like Roxy
January,
ACL.
then Jessica and Manon in March. Like who? Manon just signed a 4-fight deal. Like who do you think is gonna be on that 4-fight deal? Do you think that's including the champion on that fight contract?
For Manon, yes.
Wow.
Yeah. I think that there definitely is they've mentioned a talk with about Valentina Shevchenko in the meetings with the UFC, you know what I'm saying? Her team in the UFC, they've definitely discussed that because Manon looking to blow through everybody, bro. I mean, it is what it is. Like, yeah, I talk about Manon, I say things about Manon, like, but she's still on my triple threat. And you know what I'm saying? That Manon is looking to blow through, I look at Manon through the perspective of being a fan of like Casey O'Neill and Montana De La Rosa and Jillian Robertson and shit, but that doesn't take away that I'm still put Manon Fielder on my triple threat. You know what I'm saying? And Manon looking at the rest of the division from Manon's perspective, which is why she's
Mhm.
on my triple threat. It's anywhere, anytime, and Manon looking to blow through everybody. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Because I think once she gets by I, you probably see her fighting either the winner of Arujo Grasso or Chikagan and Jennifer Maya, man. The winner of that fight.
yeah.
Yeah, that's next month too. Yeah,
That's next
Maya.
month. Yep.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, that was. Let's
Hmm.
see. Um, I don't know who's gonna win that, because Chikagan won the first time.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think Jennifer Maya might. I mean, you can't just say Jennifer Maya gonna lose. I mean, she might pull out some stops. You know what I'm saying? Like she might. Then we might
Yeah,
if she beats. Okay, dude. What if what Taylor was talking about was the winner of Chukagi and Maya?
that could be it, or it could be Andrade, right?
Not
Could
the way,
be.
not the way Andrade keep talking about 115 though.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
It
don't
could
think
be
she.
the
I
winner of
don't
that
think she
fight.
really focused on that. I don't think she really
Hmm.
focused on that flyweight title anymore. She might be. You never know what goes on behind the closed doors.
Hmm.
Andrade has been quiet lately, so it could be some negotiations going on. But I'm thinking maybe it's the winner of that Chukagi and Maya fight for
Hmm.
for 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 Tyler Santos. That makes
Them,
sense.
yeah, them hands is those hands will be a test for Taylor though. Those hands are gonna be a test for Taylor.
The of Chukagi or Maya.
Oh, Chikagan.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to beat Chukagian, bro. It's if you have to fight Chukagian, then I mean, if you're rising through the division right now, if you're rising through flyweight right now, you really the two biggest one of the biggest stumbling blocks in your way is Kaplan Chukagian. So if you
Yeah,
get matched up with Chukagian, then you got a tough fight ahead of you. Like
yeah, yeah. You do. You do.
it is what it
Hey,
is.
MJ said, "Do you know that Felicia Spencer was hating on Pena beating Nunez?"
What?
I ain't hear about that.
I ain't hear about that either. Felicia Spencer is involved with Khabib's promotion.
Oh, she is.
Yeah, she's all involved over there. Like I seen the photos and with a microphone in her hand and shit. And yeah,
Hmm. Yeah,
I'm,
yeah.
I'm just thinking like Khabib is smart as hell, man. He was in the UFC for so long. Not only did he conquer the UFC, but I guess he took notes. You know what I'm saying, on how they did shit, so he could learn how to do shit for his promotion, man. Like that's wild.
Hmm.
That's
Probably,
wild.
probably got Dana White pissed off. Like, man, this is
Probably
my.
got like, damn, this dude just came in and just found out everything we do, and now
Hmm.
he just started his own shit. That's
he
crazy,
was
man.
like, he was like, he's supposed to be a commentator for us, and that's all.
Right, like yeah,
Yeah,
this dude done started his own damn league and shit. Yeah,
man. Pena boy, she riding high right now. I see everybody messing with her. Like, what did she say about Kayla Harrison anyway? That got Kayla Harrison riled up.
she told Kayla Harrison pretty much to learn your place.
Which is
Ju-
true, yeah.
and Juliana told her, I would finish you too. I was
I
like,
mean,
oh, Juliana talking shit.
hey, I respect that because I heard Kayla's comeback. Kayla was like, she needs to know her place or something like that. I'm like, Kayla, you green compared to Pena. Like,
Right,
only thing difference is you bigger. That's
right.
all.
That's it.
But you're still under Pena, and if you're under Nunez, you're definitely under Pena. You're under both of them. So it's like, why is she even talking? And she ain't even signed. So don't even worry about them. Like Kayla, I don't get it, man. Like the Nunez fight is done. I think she need to just go after Chris Cyborg and go the Bellator route.
Yeah, go to Bellator route. Like, I want to see her go that route. You know what I'm saying? Go over there and fight Arlene Blinko. Arlene been knocked out. You know what I'm saying? Go fight Arlene Blinko. Go fight Leslie Smith. You know what I'm saying? Go fight Kat Zingano. Go fight Pam Sorensen. Go fight, you know what I'm saying? Go fight them girls. Let's see you go fight them.
Hmm.
Let's see you beat all of them.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, MJ was saying it was on the Smos interview with. I'll watch it later. Felicia Spencer.
They said that Felicia Spencer said it wasn't that big of an upset for beating
Oh,
Nunes. So I guess I kind of that's more of a diss toward Amanda Nunes than it is Juliana Pena.
yeah, yeah, because she's saying she ain't that good. Well, you know, Joe
Right.
Rogan kind of said that. He said her performance was like a regional fighter. I was like, damn.
Yeah, they trashing her.
I mean, Nunes, like, she got work cut out now. I mean, her mental game is thrown off now, so she got work to do. I mean, right now, Juliana Pena, her mental game is like no other fighter in the bantamweight division, and she used it well, man. I'm not gonna lie. I don't,
Yeah,
I don't, you know, I don't know why people got mad at her when she called out for the title shot. Nobody else was, so I was like, hey, she deserves it. She earned it, man. So gotta give her props.
gotta give her props. Yeah, I absolutely agree, bro.
Hmm. But yeah, man, we hit the 3 hour mark here, so
God Almighty.
you
I'm probably
gonna
gonna
get
now.
that.
I'm probably gonna have to go live tomorrow night because ain't no way in hell I can go live tonight.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely go out tomorrow, man. We're gonna tune in over there, man. Just I
Spencer,
already
it's just
posted the
Spencer is
link
not
here.
impressed. Spencer is not impressed with Pene's performance. Spencer just mad because she couldn't execute that. Go ahead, Combo. My bad.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's one reason why. Yeah, like Spencer's a good fighter, but she couldn't execute anything on Nunes, and she had 5 rounds to do it. So you got to
Right,
give Pena credit.
right.
You got to give Pena a lot of credit, man. There's always gonna be people doing that though. I don't
Oh,
get it.
absolutely.
So yeah, I posted your link in here where you can follow you at BJR, but let everybody know where they can follow you, man.
You can follow me at No Filter MMA right here on YouTube. No Filter MMA on Twitter as well. And yeah, just at BJ Johnson 1989 on Instagram. So just hit me up. I'll be live tomorrow night since me and Combo went down the damn rabbit hole again, which that wasn't what I was supposed to do tonight. But we were
I
supposed to
know.
talk. We were supposed to talk for about an hour, and then I was supposed to get on, but Combo done sucked me into the rabbit hole. So
I mean, he done went on he went on a tangent over here. So, but it's all good. Like, he got a video to do tomorrow now and take back everything he said about Casey O'Neill now. So, I'm just playing.
okay.
But yeah, we'll roll out, man. And we definitely gonna tune in over there. I'll come over there and troll you over there. So it's all
Yes,
good.
sir. Yes, sir.
But shout out to everybody in the chat. We about to roll out. Once again, good to have you, BJ. And
Yes, sir.
you know, wishing you well to full recovery, bro.
Yes, sir, man. Like I said, I feel fine. Um, and it's been since like Monday when I really was like,
Okay.
man, I feel like I got like a head cold, you know what I'm saying, coming on. Like I can usually feel it when it's starting to come on, you know what I'm saying? So like a cold or whatever. So that's what it felt like. So I just rolled with the punches like you do when you get one of them nasty seasonal virus things. You know what I'm saying? You cough for 2 days. You cough for 2 days. You know what I'm saying? Then you feel like crap, and then all of a sudden it all loosens up, and you start spitting the shit up and hacking the shit up, and that's what I'm going through. Like I've been hacking the shit up all day. You know what I'm saying? Like spitting the shit out. You know how you know what I'm not trying to be too graphic, but
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, that's what happens, and you get over it, and then you move on with your day. You know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden, I tested positive for COVID. I'm like, what? Like, are you serious? But whatever, man. I
Oh,
feel fine. Like I said, I just can't taste or smell anything. No
oh yeah,
fever,
yeah.
no headache, no body aches, no tiredness, no nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I'm 5 days in,
Mm.
probably more than
Yeah.
that. I just started feeling symptoms on Monday.
Oh wow. Well,
Yeah.
hopefully it just stays that way and it just gets better from there, man. Because I be hearing the worst about some of this stuff. So,
Yeah, different people. Yeah, yeah, it affects different people.
BJ said, Brian said, BJ, you gonna lie for the fight tomorrow?
What fight tomorrow? Oh, tomorrow. I'm thinking tomorrow is Friday. Tomorrow is Saturday.
Yeah, tomorrow
Um,
Saturday.
I could. I don't. Them fight campaigns, man. They take a lot out of you, bro. I've done a couple of them, and that it's hard for me to sit there and stay live the whole time.
Yeah,
Um,
dude. Like the last one, I was like laid down while I was doing it. So,
well, y'all,
um,
I mean,
you,
I'm out of work, so I'm not gonna be doing nothing but in my house. So I mean, I guess I can go live during the day. You know what I'm saying? If you, I might do like a noon special. You know what I'm saying? Just get on talk. You know what I'm saying? In the middle of the day. You know what I'm saying? And then do post fight videos as these fights happen. But
mm,
I don't think I'm gonna do a fight companion though.
well, shoot, you be popping up at 10 or 11 because I remember I went back and watched one at 10 or 11. I heard you calling me out. I was like, dang, this dude called me out. He called me out and I was out. I was like, shoot, I done missed it. So,
I knew you were asleep. That's why I did it. I said, "Oh yeah, he was at work last night. That fool came home with the sleep this morning. Let me go ahead and jump on live."
man, I pulled that thing up and I was like, oh, he talking mess. I was like, damn. I was, it's too bad because it was 15 hours ago. I can't do nothing.
Right.
But yeah, it's all good. Yeah, you get up at 10 or 11. I might even get up on, I might just come up in there and half sleep. But yeah.
Yeah, dude. I think I'm gonna do like a 10:30, 11. Maybe 12. Little matinee. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay, yeah, I should be around there.
okay, yeah. So I'll post on the YouTube thing, if the community thing, if I decide to do it. So yeah, bro.
All right, y'all. Well, yeah, I'll catch you on the next one in tomorrow. Again, shout out to everybody in the chat. About to roll out here.
Yes, sir.
And I'm gonna
Peace out,
close this
bro.
thing
Peace
out.
out, chat.
Yes, sir. All right, y'all. I am out. Combo Breaker 99. Make sure y'all subscribe. Peace.